Raiders to the left of me, Panthers to the right. Here I am, y'all, stuck in the middle with Joe Cashin. I am Stacy Huff, my broadcast partner Joe Cashin here, having a good time here in Pelion, South Carolina, home of the Panthers. Both teams are Panthers, Joe, and they're familiar foes. We expect to go in the night in a region matchup.
I certainly think we're going to have a good one tonight. Panthers on Panthers violence, you might say, Stacy Huff. You got Panthers, though, headed in different directions for both these ball clubs. Batesburg-Leesville comes in 5-3, 2-1 in the conference. They've won 4 of their last 5, looking to potentially host a playoff game in the 2A playoffs coming up with a win tonight. That would help them. For Pelion, they've got to get things turned around. They've only scored 7 points in the last 2 weeks, 2 losses. They've got to try to find the right formula out here tonight.
With that being said, let's get right to some of our playmakers for each team, brought to you by Michaelis Mattress. Let's begin with our visitors, Batesburg-Leesville.
For Batesburg-Leesville, you see it right there. Amadre Wooden, the senior running back. Look at those numbers. They just jump out at you. With 205 yards rushing tonight, he will become the school's all-time leading rusher. He's gone over 200-plus in each of the last 5 ball games. Averages more than 10 yards a carry, 19 touchdowns on the season. We expect to see a lot of double deuce here tonight. Over on the defensive side of the ball, it's another deuce. A single one this time. KD Witt, the defensive back. He's a senior. He's a 2-way starter. He's going to play both ways. He's played the last 38 games on both sides of the football. He's a north-south selection. Offers from Citadel, Newberry, and Anderson. He is a big-time player for Batesburg-Leesville.
Deuces run wild for B&L tonight. Michaelis Mattress players to watch for Pelion.
For Pelion, they have to get Jai Chunising involved early. He's a wide receiver, senior, 43 catches on the year, 859 yards. Look at that average, 20 yards a catch and 10 touchdowns. They need a lot of big plays out of Jai Chunising this evening. And over on the defensive side of the ball, if the Pelion Panthers are going to get some stops, it will be led by number 4, Brady Cunningham, the junior linebacker. 70 tackles this year, 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and he's forced 3 fumbles. Big task out here tonight for this Pelion defense. Brady Cunningham will be in the middle of that.
Michaelis Mattress players to watch for both teams. A lot of talent in the field. Now our keys to the game brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield. What are they, Joe?
Well, if you're Batesburg-Leesville, obviously we just talked about it. Run the ball well on offense. Defensively, you want to pressure the quarterback. If you're Pelion, you want big explosive plays to try to keep this game close. And obviously, the 2 guys we talked about from Batesburg-Leesville, Pelion has to contain Wooden and Witt.
Yes, sir. Tall task for both teams. We'll see who rises to those challenges of their keys. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin, our 3rd member of our team. Claire Foley on the sideline. Folks, we're gearing up for kickoff coming up soon. Batesburg-Leesville at Pelion. It's a Panther-on-Panther matchup coming up.
Start Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday.
Rocco Beck and Iowa State take on Iowa in the Cy-Hawk Series. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Saturday on Watch Fox.
On the go, simply scan the code on your screen to access all social media for Watch Fox and download the Watch Fox News app to never miss a local update.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to the one I have in my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Welcome in, folks. Batesburg-Leesville about to get it on here at Pelion. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here up in the booth. Down on the field is Claire Foley. Let's check in with Claire Foley right now. What's going on, Claire?
Guys, as we inch closer to the end of the regular season for high school football here in South Carolina, that just means the stakes are even higher. And both programs here tonight are in search of milestone wins. For Pelion, a victory would give them their most wins in a single season in more than a decade. As for Batesburg-Leesville, they're after their team's 700th win all time. It's a Panthers versus Panthers showdown, and these two teams currently sit at number 3 and 4 in region standings with just 2 games left on the schedule, including this one here tonight.
Thank you very much, Claire. And now we begin with the kickoff coming up here. It is always Will Lugre Opportunity School kickoff, kicking off right to left on your screen. Batesburg-Leesville in their traditional white with purple trim gold helmets, kicking off to the Pelion Panthers, both teams Panthers in their burgundy and gold helmets. Will Lugre Opportunity School, folks, 100 years helping students build a better future. Our kickoff sponsor. We are set to get it on year 11 on the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, Claire Foley. Buckle up. Glad to have you with us, and we are now underway. That ball is going to be caught, and they're going to try to hand it off. Joe, down the sideline, a little slow starting here, but good trickeration at the gate right there for Pelion. And the man who eventually gets to try to return it, Joe Cashin, is number 22, Jonathan Davis.
We saw a lot of trickery last week, Stacey, in
man,
that wild game we had at Westwood. And
yes.
We saw a little chicanery on the kickoff, as it were, and Pelion is going to start a great field position at the 43.
Yeah, that highlighted that Westwood game is going to went viral a little bit. Let's look at our Stewart Law offices. Offenses for you, Alan Moore, your quarterback, Trey Jackson, the running back, Atkins, your tight end, receivers, Trudy Singh, Moore and Taylor, Stabler, Paget, Hartley, Lee, and Lane, the offensive lineman. Trudy Singh is a key player we talked about at the top of the broadcast. He's a really special kid, number 16. The first play, however, goes to a handoff up the middle. Not a lot happening right now. Give it 3 yards on the play, and it'll be second down and 7. We'll get you our defense for Batesburg-Leesville, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices, and it is Gates, Corley, Matthews, and Wooten. We talked about Wooten, the D lineman, and we'll get you the linebackers Stewart, Davis, Balknight, and Bolin. Defensive backs Gantz, Centella, and Witt. Katie Witt, the special talent, number 2 in white. We'll talk about that's going to be a little set up a little flanker screen, or almost like a little bubble screen set up on the left side. Joe, incomplete.
They brought motion from left to right, kind of some jet action with Chunising, kind of a little eye candy there. Then they try to throw it back to the left, and the pass incomplete, unable to make the connection. Now it's third down and long.
Ball's at the 45-yard line. Of course, those lineups are carried brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. Third and 7 from the 45-yard line. First chance to maybe call it 8. Look at a pass play here possible. It's going to be a little trickeration. They're going to throw a reverse. He was looking to throw the ball. He was looking to throw it, Joe. That was Brady Cottingham, and he got 5-yard loss. Make it exactly a 5-yard loss back to the 40-yard line. They got blown up quickly.
Jaquan Corley, number 52, made the play for Batesburg-Leesville as he shot in there, 6'2", 250. He's a senior. He blew up the timing of the play, and the rest of the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers were able to get there for about a 5-yard loss.
They were really flying around in that first 3 sets of downs right there. That drop pass on that bubble screen, the big play that misfired for Pelion. It'll be punt time. And that's going to be, they went for a fake, and they snapped it to the up back, and he dropped the ball, Joe. It's not getting off to a great start for Pelion. And it's going to be Batesburg-Leesville football on the turnover, going for trickeration, 3 plays, the kickoff return, play from scrimmage, and then the fake punt there.
I'd like to see that again. I'm not so sure that wasn't just a bad snap. I mean, you're 4th out and 12, 4th and 13. If you're gonna, that might have been a fake for sure. But
Yeah,
there were a lot of bodies in there, and all of a sudden the pigskin's on the ground.
Yeah,
So
it hit him in the chest. So, yeah, it could have been a bad snap, but it looked like he was trying to snap it to him. Not sure. That's when you don't know how a play was messed up, but it messed up. That's a bad start. Something evil happened that time for Pelion. It's going to be first down. Batesburg-Leesville, ball at the 40-yard line. We'll get you the offense in a moment. This is the young man we talked about. Man, that's a great play to get the whole thing started. Marjorie Wooden, these 205 yards to break the school record. Big run off the left side.
Stacey, he averages more than 10 yards a carry, as we mentioned in the opening, 19 scores on the season. Boy, what a big year he's having.
That's Batesburg-Leesville starters. Banky, Wooden, we just talked about the backfield, Merritt, Witt, Stewart, and Millhouse, the wide receivers. O-line, West, Gonzalez, Smith, Jay and Adams. These teams don't huddle anymore. You got to get those lineups in quick. Brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Nobody huddles anymore. They run right to the line of scrimmage. Snap again to Banky, and that's, oh man, this is just too easy. This is too easy. Just knifing through and just refusing to go down. That's just a strong run by Amari Wooden that time. The MUSC first down, our first down of the ball game, and we have an injured Panther from Batesburg-Leesville on the field at the 30-yard line. But that was the first down for Batesburg-Leesville.
Another almost 10 yards. That's going to be about 18 yards in his first 2 carries. And again, we'll keep the stat watch on this one as you see the Pelion defense there on your screen.
Yeah, it is. Banky, another Banky in the game. Banky, Tyndall, Brown, the D-line. Linebackers, Raw, Northcutt, Cunningham, and Davis. And then the defensive backs, Jackson, Green, Caldwell, and Fields. Brought to you by Stewart Law Offices, Pelions defense. And they got gashed those first couple of plays. And a young man averaging about 10 yards a carry. He probably has around about 18.
That's what I have unofficially right now. So
he's nine per carry those first 2. They're holding him down to 9 yards a carry. There's Coach Lawson right there on your screen, folks. Coach Lawson, the pedigree gentleman. 95 and 70 with 15 seasons. He started coaching in 1990. He's a Union native, played under the legend Shell Dula, coached under Shell Dula, went to Winthrop and Limestone. So he calls it a blessing to coach. And that's a quick look now over at Corey Helms, former Gamecock, played at Wake Forest before transferring. 2 years at Wake Forest, 3 years at University of South Carolina. Got a stint with the Saints and the Bengals in the National Football League, and has been assistant at Gray Collegiate with the head coach at Carter Newman, and now his first season at Pelion. Corey Helms, up-and-coming young coach in the area. Opposite ends, Coach Lawson, the older guy. I don't want to call him too old. And then Helms, the young coach on the come up. Snap now, first down snap. But that guy again, Amandre Wooden. This dude needed 205 coming into the ball game to become the all-time leading rusher. His uncle, Terrence Wilson, holds the record. So it's a family affair.
You just see 3 plays, power runs right up the middle, and Batesburg-Leesville is telling Pelion, hey, can you stop this? Because you're going to get a heavy dose of double deuce here tonight to see if he can break the record and keep this 200 yards in the last 5 games, streak going.
Jim Hudson, red zone that time for that run there. Jim Hudson experienced it once and you never forget. Our red zone sponsor. Yeah, this could be blunt force trauma. This time, KD Witt, the special kid around the right side, and just hand fighting and just got dragged down inside the 5-yard line. That's going to be a first. Looks like that's going to be a first down. Yes, yeah, it is. Move those sticks. MUSC, Medical University of South Carolina. First down again, Joe, and this MUSC proud to call the Midlands home. It is just blunt force trauma to the head right now.
KD Witt's a touchdown maker for these guys. I mean, he's played, again, we mentioned in the opening, he's one of our guys to watch 38 consecutive games. You see him, he'll come in motion and just kind of take the pitch pass forward. That'll go as a pass completion. He gets a corner turn, is able to outrun the defenders over there before he finally stopped inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal from right there inside the 5, and one of the guests was coming now. It's going to be 22 right in your living room. He's going to tiptoe through the tulips. Strike up. The Batesburg-Leesville fights on. Touchdown Wooden. Touchdown BL in the SCDC end zone. And we got a feeling this is going to be a dose of 22 and 2 all night long, Joe.
No doubt about it. Again, that's 4 carries, and you see it right here. And just hands it off to him, and he's just spinning it.
That's too easy.
They're just knocking people out of the way of that BL offensive front. Had a guy go out with injury a minute ago, but they didn't miss a beat.
Trey Smith, number 14, in for your extra point. Slim kid. Look, he got a little pressure that time on it, but hands to the sky. And Batesburg-Leesville 7-0 opening drive. Their opening possession right to the house. Stay with us, folks. Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week.
We pickled everything, Sam. The Big Deal Meal. A Sonic Smasher, top of Grillo's pickles, pickled seasoned tots, pickle Rita slush, and a pickled foam. Sam, what have you done? Dude.
At the Medical University of South Carolina, we're transforming heart and vascular care in the Midlands. With cutting-edge clinical trials and the latest diagnostic procedures, we ensure that every patient receives state-of-the-art care. We turn groundbreaking into life-saving. Because at MUSC, innovation is how we lead. Compassion is who we are.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome into the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. We just witnessed the Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville on their first possession, Joe, after getting the 3-and-out on defense, march up the field a little too easy and get right to the scoreboard. Joe, talk about that drive.
5 plays, 40 yards is all it had to cover, 2 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. And Audrey Wooden, one of the players we talked about in the opening, the player to watch tonight for Batesburg-Leesville, he had 4 of those 5 carries on that drive, and it looked all too easy. He will be approaching that 205-yard career rushing mark. That's what he needs tonight to set the all-time record at BL. And he carried a lot of load on that drive, Stacy.
Made it a little too easy that time. That offensive line really doing a great job. We'll look great opportunity. School kickoff right to left. Batesburg-Leesville is going to be a pooch kick and caught inside the 30. A lot of people use that pooch kick these days. I'm not a fan, but nobody asked me, I promise you. 8-12 left in the first quarter, and it'll be right there where the Pelion Panthers trying to pull an upset, Joe, try to answer on their second possession.
Yeah, they need to get something going. They got nothing going on that first offensive possession, and then faced with 4th and long. Not sure if it was a fake or a bad snap. Something bad happened.
Something evil.
Something not, yeah.
It was limited snickets, a series of unfortunate incidents.
Getting close to Halloween, weird things happen. So they need something positive to happen on this drive.
Ghetto Boys level style of bad things happening on Halloween. Shotgun snap. Little swing pass, a little room on their left side over there. That's going to be a first down, I do believe, for Pelion. It'll be their first down of the ball game to Cottingham. Nice little easy toss that time from the quarterback, Binky.
Cottingham was a player that we featured as the middle linebacker on defense as a player to watch. He was the pass receiver that time, and they picked up about 11 yards, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Check that, Alan Moore, the quarterback for Pelion. That was a nice toss. Yeah, that was a good job. MUSC first down. First play of the second drive. Pelion trying to answer now. They're going to give this time over the left side. Gain of about, call it 2 on that play. Modest gain. Good job up front for Batesburg-Leesville.
Stop 8 in there. Big number 65, Travis Gates. He's a senior. That was a gain of about 3.
They're going to give him 3 on that. The ball's comfortably at the 39-yard line. Call it 2nd and 7. A little wing back set up there. One receiver to the left. They're going to a little toss. They're going to shovel pass at that time, and this is going to be a gain of 1. They're going to mark it at the 40, gain of 1. That time, Chuny Singh, the 5'7" playmaker for Pelion.
It was Jaden Millhouse on the stop for Batesburg-Leesville. They want to get the ball. That's what we talked about. Jai Chuny Singh, he was one of the players to watch. He's the big play guy for Pelion. They'll get a lot right there.
We'll see where they dial up here. 3rd down and call it 6. Might be a pass opportunity. Last time they got a little trickeration, like they're going to try a little flanker pass. 3 wides to the left, 1 to the near sideline. They're going to hand it off. Trying to get wide here. He has some room. That is going to be a first down run. Good job up front and a good run by Trey Jackson, the sophomore running back. Good looking play. Another MUSC first down, Joe.
It is. And Millhouse once again kind of got upfield. Thought he might have a chance at the running back right there, but Ray Jackson was a good speed. He was able to turn the corner, put his foot in the ground, and this is a good-looking start of this Pelion drive. They're in plus territory.
Absolutely. He just outran the defenders that time. That's just good blocking, good play call, but good speed to close the deal. First down on the 49-yard line of Batesburg-Leesville. Pelion has something cooking here. They're going to give it to Jackson again, put his foot in the ground. Thought he had a little bit more than he got that time. Somebody got a hand around his shoulder area and pulled him down about the 47-yard line. Gain of 2. Joe, this game's still kind of in the balance as far as momentum. We had Pelion with a very quick first series, and then just getting pounded about the head and neck area by Batesburg-Leesville. Now Pelion getting a little rhythm right now. Getting a little rhythm on offense with the play calling. Running game, they tried both sides in the middle. They're going to give it to the direct snap this time to Cottingham, and Batesburg-Leesville said that's going to be enough of that. He got no gain. They shut that down like a fire marshal.
I knew that was coming.
Absolutely. Nothing to see here. Please move along. They broke that up. Take a look at it, Joe. Shut it down.
Drew Centella was able to get in there for Batesburg-Leesville, defensive back. He's a senior. You see him right there, number 7. A couple of other Panthers were able to get in there. Also give credit to J.R. Stewart, who was in there on the stop. And a big third down here for Pelion. They need to convert.
Not that I know anything about fire marshals and frat house partners, Joe. I may have been a part of it. They're going to try to throw it. They're going to go wide with Cottingham. He tries to throw it. He has a man and almost caught, almost broken up, and intercepted by Logic Gant. He had both hands on it, Joe. That would have been a huge interception, but the defender, Jackson, was behind everyone for a moment. Take a look.
See it right here.
Watch one get behind everybody here.
See Cottingham, he's rolling out, throwing with the glove on, but you see
he got behind everybody but one guy
over there. Almost had a chance, and that absolutely did have a chance. Elijah Gant couldn't come up with a pick, and now we'll see what Pelion does here.
4th and 7, they keep an offense on, so I'm incorrect. He wasn't behind everybody. He was behind everybody but the one guy, and that's who came over Gant with a big play. The ball was in the air a little too long, Joe.
It was.
So we come up now with Moore. Alan Moore's a tall quarterback. One back to his left, 3 receivers to his left. He's going to look left. Got hit. That ball, that's a fumble. That is a fumble. That ball was out. Wisely recovered that time.
Jaden Millhouse. We mentioned Jaden Millhouse several times. He gets a strip sack fumble.
DJ Lane recovered that for Pelion to save catastrophe, because that could have been a scoop and score opportunity. The ball laid there for a while. Take a look.
You see this right here. Alan Moore, the big tall quarterback. You got to have a clock in the back of your head, and when it runs out, you got to know to release that football. It's 4th down. No sense in hanging on to it. He just didn't see the backside pressure, and once again, BL comes up with a big stop, and they get it plus side.
Again, second possession. The first time they got the ball on the business doing side of the field, and now they're in business to do business again on the Pelion side of the 50. Calls at the 47-yard line. Binky clapped his hands that time. Might be a little motion. Snap. Whistle blew right at the snap, Joe, but I didn't see a flag go down.
I didn't either.
They're saying no play. The official might not have been set. They're going to reset the play clock.
Yeah.
There's a white hat. We hadn't gotten to hear that feed yet from the official yet. That means
they've not called a penalty yet.
Yeah, unless we just jinxed it. We just
jinxed it. Hope not, but I mean, we've not seen the yellow hanky out.
Yeah, we said that. Now 3 or 4 penalties coming up here. Yeah, six flags over Pelion coming up. Binky, the quarterback, take that snap. He has Wooden to his left. He's a two-hand chest pass it to him. He didn't pitch it. It was a two-hand chest pass, and just a lot of Burgundy to him right there. 22 on 22 violence that time. Nice tackle for Pelion, Joe. That's Jonathan Davis with the first hit.
Yeah, I'm Batesburg-Leesville. You're running straight up the gut. You watch him try to go wide east-west here. Just kind of a push-pass pitch out there. You called it perfectly, Stacy. 22 on 22. Jonathan Davis Jr. gets out there, gets the big stop for loss of 5.
That was just a basketball two-hand chest pass. That play was slow developing, and I think by now Pelion understands 22 is getting it. What can you do about it? But you're right, up the middle was working, and sometimes you want to try whatever you can try. I mean, you got to mix it up a little bit. You don't want to be too predictable, but you got to feel like they go back to that middle run this time. Suck it down in 15. And guess what, Joe? Guess where they run? Up the middle. It's room. 22, Wooden kicks out of a tackle, spinning down to the 30-yard line, and 2nd and 15, no problem, Joe. Just go give it to the guy averaging 10 yards a carry.
He picks up 15. That's what they needed, and that's what he got. 15 yards straight up the gut. And Amandre Wooden, he's chasing Batesburg-Leesville history tonight. In addition, obviously, the first order of business is to win, but he's chasing history.
Yes,
spot in the record books.
Yes, sir. MUSC first down. MUSC help. Proud to call the Midlands home, our first down sponsor for the first half of each game. Ball's at the 31-yard line. And, I mean, the offensive line, it's just, he's not getting touched. Wooden's already a great back, but he's not getting touched. He's in the 2nd level, maybe 3rd level, Joe. And we'll see what they come up with now, but I got a feeling we kind of know what the diagnosis is. Usually it's been 22 between tackles. This time it's going to be Katie Witt, the only other play they've run. Witt around the right side. Witt to the sideline. KD Witt, touchdown, Batesburg-Leesville, and just like that, Deuce is running wild. This time is number 2, KD Witt, the 3.8 GPA strike up. The Batesburg-Leesville fight song.
KD Witt. Did you see the speed,
Oh,
Stacey?
my goodness. 4.4 speed. Good gracious. That young man can really fly. Got an offer from Citadel already and more coming. More bigger schools are still looking at him. That kid can fly, man.
That's the 12th. That's his 12th touchdown of the season.
He's an explosive kid, man. And the kick is up and good. Hands to the sky. Trey Smith, the place kicker, comes in and knocks it through. 14-0. That's the touchdown maker, KD Witt right there. KD with another TD. Stay with us, folks. Batesburg over Pelion.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
Welcome back inside the party known far and wide as the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. We're in Pelion, and they trail Batesburg-Leesville 14-0 in a battle of Panthers tonight, folks, on a great night for football. And we want to give a special thanks to the South Carolina Army National Guard for recognizing our scholar athletes each week. We'll introduce you to this week's nominees coming up at halftime. That's one of them right there. That kid there's a 3.8. Coach Corey Helms right there on the other sideline, but KD Witt, number 2 in white. Coach Lawson said he may be the best overall kid he's ever coached. Academics, behavior, athleticism, manners. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff hits the ground, which is dangerous. It's going to be returned, trying to go wide this time and stretching it out. Batesburg-Leesville, a bunch of white jerseys. They had a team meeting around the kick returner right there. Will Lou Gray kickoff. Over 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future, Joe, and it's all BL early.
You talk about KD Witt, 31 yards on that pitch pass for the touchdown, 3 plays, 41 yards that drive covered, took 2:08 off the clock. As you just mentioned, 14-0, Batesburg-Leesville in control here early.
A pretty fast-moving first quarter at that. Both teams have had the ball a couple times. Pelion got some traction their second drive, just stalled out. Now they have the ball right around the 20-yard line. It's going to be a quick pass out wide to Chunising. John Chunising, the 5'7" receiver, leads them in everything as far as receiving. It's a modest game.
5'8", 155. He's a senior.
Okay, I don't want to cut him an inch. I said 5'7". Let's give him 5'8". My bad. I definitely want. I know how it is to be, not the tallest. I give him all his 5'8". Senior transfer from Gray Collegiate. Call it second down and 5. Check that. And this time it's going to be a whistle. That's going to be, might be a little motion, Joe. Might be your first time for your feed right here. Let's see what kind of mic.
Here it is. Let's see if our.
Uh-oh. No, sir. No audio.
I think he probably has to turn it on.
Got to turn
in
that
order
thing
for us
on.
to hear it.
Got to turn that thing on. Illegal procedure. You got to turn it. Got to hit that little button now. Yeah, he robbed Joe of his clean feed he likes to hear.
I bet it's there. We just got to get the the white hat to turn that thing on so we can hear you.
So illegal procedure, 5 yards in reverse, little reverse skate. And they're gonna go to they're trying to set up on a screen, and that ball's dangerously. Joe, that could have been walked back. Man, pass intended for number 5 over there. That is Daniel Atkins, but also there was J.R. Stewart. And J.R. Stewart, if he'd have touched that ball, he could have just line danced his way into the end zone. He could have boots on the ground his way to 6.
Batesburg-Leesville pressure really forced a bad throw that seemed to hang up there forever and a day. Pelion probably fortunate to get that back, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And that's not what you want, right? The penalty hurt. The offense has already had a hard time getting that rhythm. A penalty anytime is bad, but down 14-0, and Batesburg-Leesville coming downhill is not the time for it. They got to throw it here. A little pressure in the pocket, and it was tipped. And that might be the best thing to happen, because that's not tipped. That's probably picked, Joe.
Jaquan Corley, big number 52. He just came off that left edge and got his big paws up there in the passing lane.
Yes.
Deflected that pass. Great pressure by Corley.
Corley, not only a great defender, he's also a state contender in the discus.
You'll see it right here. Corley puts the pressure on. Here he comes off that edge, gets those hands up right in the passing lane, like you're supposed to do, and just bats the ball away.
It was 3 white jerseys behind him, too, Joe. I don't know where. I mean, that was going to be a possible interception either way, but it's going to be punt time now, and it's never good when the punt return men are around the 50-yard line looking to come up to catch the ball. So that's what they're going to get the ball on the plus side of the 50 again, barring a great kick here, and it's going to be field it right and then let it hit the ground. That's the best thing could have happened for Pelion. They let the ball hit the ground. That is a mistake, Joe. K.D. Witt, who doesn't make a lot of mistakes, he got to come up and catch that ball at the 50.
He kind of got caught in no man's land, I think, right there. Do I go get it, or is it too short? Can I get there before they get here? That kind of thing. I think he got caught a little in between, but he's able to scramble back and fall on the ball. Still decent field position for Batesburg-Leesville, but that's great for Pelion to be able to flip the field like that, at least push him back a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. That is a break for Pitt. They needed a break right there, because he catches that ball coming forward, it's going to be a problem as fast as he is, but it could have gone to La Casa. First down, Batesburg-Leesville. They've scored every time they've touched it, folks. They've touched it twice, and they have 14 on the board. And that ground game with the young man on a record pace, number 22, Amandre Wooden. It's been hard to stop it. That's him again, just slicing through. Amandre Wooden bouncing off folks across the 50, across the 45. They're going to mark him down just inside the 45-yard line. A big gainer on the MUSC first down once again for that kid.
19 yards. Well, you see the power. I mean, there's no need to go outside with him. Just run him straight up the middle. And what an amazing year he's having. And even more amazing is the fact that he's not a North-South player. Neither is he a Shrine Bowl player. We'll get into that as this broadcast develops. You see it right here. Look at that hole by that offensive line. I mean, great job by those big guys up front.
It's got to be a tough job selecting those teams where mistakes are made every year, and he'd be one.
Yep.
I don't criticize that process much, but that's a mistake right there, him not being on those teams. Slicing up the middle again across the 40, inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. And another MUSC first down, and those guys, that's probably the shortest gain he's had all game, though.
Sometimes coaches on these all-star teams will take their players before they'll take somebody else, especially at the running back
or
position.
their buddies.
Yeah, they'll do that kind of thing, and I think that's kind of how Mondre Wooden got left on the outside looking in. But, I mean, there's no way in the world that young man should be on an all-star team somewhere. No doubt about it.
That's just a mistake. There's nowhere. You can't out-talk that. That's a mistake. He has to be. That's total oversight. Kid is too good. This could be the last play of the first quarter, Joe. It's been a fast-moving first quarter. There's Wooden again. He had a little hesitation step. This time, a bunch of burgundy jerseys got there, and that's the first time they really, other than the sideways sideways pitch they gave him earlier, that's the first time he's not gained yards. Good job up front for Pelion.
Credit Kenneth Binke. You see him right there. The senior defensive lineman was able to get in there and get a tackle for losses. 12 minutes are in the books.
The first quarter is done. 14-0 Batesburg-Leesville. Stay with us, folks. The Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Quarter number 2 coming up.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
comfort is at risk, who do you call?
At Kaminer Heating and Cooling, we'll never sell you something you don't need. You get clear options, transparent pricing with our straightforward pricing guide, and the final choice is always yours.
No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just honest answers.
Need better sleep tonight? Michaelis Mattress can get you on the bed of your dreams today. Michaelis Mattress has been helping people across the Midlands find the right bed for the right price for more than 35 years. We care about your quality of sleep, so you can trust us to put you on the best mattress for your specific needs. Get huge savings on popular brands like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get up to 60-month special financing. From something for the kiddos to something for your master suite, we have you covered with a huge selection. Michaelis Mattress. Buy it today. Sleep better tonight.
Welcome back, folks. Start of the second quarter. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, and Claire Foley down on the sideline doing her usual great job. Glad to have you with us here on a great night for football. Homecoming season for a lot of high schools. Also homecoming for my alma mater, the University of South Carolina. Shout out to all those folks tuning in who are in town for the festivities. Alabama coming to town tomorrow. 3rd and 6. I believe it may be the first third and anywhere like long that Batesburg-Leesville have faced the entire game, Joe, the whole first quarter. We're going to pause again right here. They're going to snap the ball now. We're going to start the second quarter now. 12 on the clock. Batesburg-Leesville, their third possession, trying to go 3 for 3.
You're correct about that, Stacy. This is their first third down opportunity.
And 22 is going to make sure that they have a lot of success anytime they take the ball up the middle. And this is going to be very close. It's going to be 4th down and probably 1, Joe. And I think a safe bet is they give it to 22 again right here.
They're going to go for this.
Yeah, no hesitation. They're going to bring 65 in off the bench. They're going to put a little more weight in this situation. Talk about it right here.
You see it. Power play right up the middle again, getting good blocking. Point of attack right there. Just let Wooden try to find the hole, and he's able to get close to. Not enough, though. Needs about a good solid yard here. They got to get the line. Like the line to gain is going to be just inside the 35.
Wooden 5'11", 205. I think he might be a little bigger than that. Speaking of 205, that's the magic number tonight. He is 205 coming into the game to become the all-time leading rusher at Batesburg-Leesville. He's going to add another yard to his totals. Just kicking through people, folks. I almost broke that all the way, Joe. Needed a yard and got about 14. MUSC first down once again for Batesburg-Leesville behind that big line and number 22.
Well, they had a couple of big heavies also come into the backfield that time and kind of lead the way. They were road graders up there for Amandre Wooden to pick up that first down and much, much more. He's got to be closing on 70, maybe 80 yards here in this first half.
Travis Gates, number 65, one of those guys came off the bench for that heavy jumbo formation. It's going to be 1st and goal again. Inside the 30, threatening the red zone once again. Looking right. First pass of the game. Caught. Gain of about 5, maybe. Number 1, the reception, Jeremiah Merritt.
Jeremiah Merritt is 5'9". He looks taller than 5'9" to me.
He definitely does. I'll give him 5'10", 5'11". Well, if 22 is 5'11", if Wooden is 5'11", he's 5'9".
Maybe so.
He's slim. Long arms, though.
Yeah.
Quarterback's a shorter kid, but handling the offense well. Wooden to the right of Minky. It'll be Wooden again. Up the middle, still spinning, kicking out of tackles, Joe. You got to be intentional with him. I believe that's another first down inside the Jim Hudson red zone. MUSC first down for Batesburg-Leesville. They got a lineman coming up limping. They got to get him out of there. 53 is limping. Preston Smith. He wants to stay in the game, though. Joe, that's just
power football, Stacey. Let's just see if you can stop it.
It's the smashiest of smash mouth football.
We're going to line up, and we're going to run right at you.
And
see if you can stop it.
No trickeration.
No, nothing fancy. No, doesn't need to be.
Look, nothing up my sleeve. It's 22, though. 22 is the guy. He's a bad boy. Threatening the record. They're going to throw it left this time. It's just a wild, high throw this time out there. And Katie Witt got hit in a very awkward manner. He's a little gimpy after that play. Yeah, Minky didn't put a lot of touch on that one.
Might have been close to kind of a backward-looking pass there.
Yeah,
but
Reese Minky, the junior quarterback, over the head of Katie Witt. You know, they want Witt to touch it. He's the
Yeah, you do.
He's thunder and lightning. He's the lightning, and Witten is the thunder. Both those guys have touched the end zone.
Those are the guys that we focused on
in
our opening tonight as key players for Batesburg-Leesville. And one of the keys for Pelion was to slow those two guys down. And they really hadn't been able to do it.
Talking to Corey Helms on the phone yesterday, he was saying 22 and 2. It's going to be twos all over the place. Those guys are huge problems. And here's 22 right here, going to slice left. And they did a good job getting helmets to him right there. And this is going to be a team meeting. They never got him on the ground, though. But they knew it was coming. Good surge by Pelion.
Credit 32, Raymond Nelson. He didn't make the final stop. The sophomore made the play. You'll see it right here. They'll hand it off to Wooden. Wooden tries that left side. And initially, it was 32 in there. Raymond Nelson who made the first contact. And it was Brady Cottingham coming in there to clean it up. That's a good job by Pelion's defense.
Yeah, Cottingham comes in with about 70-plus tackles on the season. And they're leading guys. And it's 3rd and 13, Joe. Now, the one pass play kind of threw the rhythm off of the runs a little bit. Just not out of the pale, Joe, that they run it twice here with 3rd and 13. Andre Wood heading for a 100-yard first half. They're going to roll right. Binky looking right. Binky may run this. He does. He pulls it down, Joe, and this drive may stall. I don't know what the kicking situation is there, but it's going to be, we're talking about a 28-yard field goal from there. Talk about it.
They're rolling Binky out to the right, and there are a lot of Pelion defenders over here in the area. Binky just didn't have anywhere to go with that ball that time.
They are going to try to kick it, Joe. It's 18 coming in. Is that Jack Balknight? No, that's 14 again, the young man, Trey Smith. The holder is Binky.
30-yard attempt here.
Yeah, Smith is 2 for 2 on extra points. He's had decent leg on those extra points. Let's see if he can get it there. Good snap, good hold, and you plenty leg. Hands to the sky, 17-0, Batesburg-Leesville up on Pelion. They've had it 3 times. They've scored 3 times, folks. Stay with us. More coming up on the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week.
Friday nights are made for moments like these. Every parent's dream is to see their child play under the lights. But one reckless choice can take it all away. Always stop when the stop arm is out. Don't be the reason they miss their moment. Stop means stop.
We pickled everything, Sam. The big deal meal. Sonic Smasher, top of Grillo's pickles, pickled seasoned tots, pickle Rita slush, and a pickled foam. Sam, what have you done? Dude.
Welcome back in. Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Batesburg-Leesville 17, Pelion 0, folks. And of course, during the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting, check that, the school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA, pronounced NHTSA, y'all. Let's call it NHTSA. The law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus. The stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Paid for by NHTSA. That was Corey Helms on your screen, but they got to come up with some answers. Kick it off left to right on your screen. Batesburg-Leesville in their all whites, except for that purple stripe. Gold helmets. Pelion in the burgundy. Fair catch right there. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff. 100 years helping students build a better future. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School. We've had a lot of kickoffs here earlier. 4 of them actually by Batesburg-Leesville, Joe, at 7:38. If you're Pelion, what are you trying to do here?
Well, again, you're just going to try to get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. We talked about him at the top of our broadcast, Jai Chunising, but hadn't had a lot of success doing that. Pelion has not scored a touchdown. They've only scored 1 touchdown in the last 2 weeks, and they've been kept off the board here. That Batesburg-Leesville scoring drive, 10 plays, 50 yards, 5:50 off the clock, and in the 30-yard field goal, increase their lead to 17-0.
And there it is off the right side. The young man had a play earlier. Trey Jackson got a nice little burst off that right side. That's a good play from Pelion. That might give him a little, take a look. That might give him a little burst. Talk about this play, Joe.
Yeah, it's a good play here. Jackson just takes the handoff, bounces it, finds nothing in the middle, bounces it right, was able to get out to the edge. And then he picks up a nice gain there, about 9 yards.
Yeah, second and very short that time. It's a nice little chunk. He's only a sophomore. He's a good-looking back. The offensive line did a great job, and he had that vision, Joe, as you said, to press the line of scrimmage and then bounce it outside, which good backs can do. He's to the left now of Alan Moore, and he's going to this time, they saw him coming, Joe. They saw him down Main Street. There was a party at the football led by number 5, Tyler Wooten, one of their leaders on defense.
He's a senior, a big kid too, 6'2", 215. He's able to sniff this play out very quickly and get there and make the stop. And it's not what you're looking for if you're Pelion. You want to move those chains on 2nd and 1. Now they're looking at 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, Gates and Wooten both are like 4-year guys. They're veteran guys on that D-line. Gates is a 320-pound guy, and Wooten is a guy who's been a veteran on that defense along with K.D. Witt. So now 3rd and 4, lost 2 on that play. Will they pass it or will they keep it on the ground here? Moore's going to look right, throw right. Had a man open, he caught it. He got the catch and the knee down right before he went out of bounds. That is going to be a first down catch that time made by Daniel Atkins. First down, MUSC first down for Pelion, Joe.
That's a good play for Pelion right here. Just fake the handoff, coming back the other way, kind of a bootleg action, and a nice route run by Daniel Atkins, the senior tight end. Gets over there to the boundary, looks it in, make sure he gets his footwork right, his knee down on the ground in bounds, and moves the chains for Pelion.
Atkins 6'2", 180, he got some decent size over there. Crowded backfield now, 2 men flanking Alan Moore, the quarterback. They're gonna fake it to Shooty Singh, and Moore keeps it, and that time Joe just nowhere to go. White jerseys everywhere. Wooten again, one of the guys in there. They just kind of swarming to the ball right here. I don't think they're fearing the pass much at all, though they did get that one completion. I don't think they're worried about the outside right now.
Jaden Waters banged up a little bit there for Batesburg-Leesville. I'll have to come out and check him out.
We're going to step away while they tend to that young man, folks. You're watching the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Year 11. Glad to have you with us here, folks, from Pelion, South Carolina. Stay with us.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
Watch Fox Sports Zone is South Carolina's #1 sports leader for all sports coverage in the Midlands.
From your favorite South Carolina college teams
to your local high school matchups,
football, baseball,
basketball, soccer,
and so much more.
We take you straight to the sideline with interviews with coaches and players.
Plus, behind-the-scenes details to give you the latest on your local teams.
Watch Fox Sports Zone. Every sport, every season. Sponsored by Lexington Medical Center.
Welcome back in, folks. Second quarter, 5:54 left to play. It's been all Batesburg-Leesville here on the road. The Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville over the Panthers of Pelion. And we want to give a special thanks to the South Carolina Army National Guard, folks, for recognizing our scholar athletes each week. We'll introduce you to this week's nominees coming up at halftime, and I always look forward to that segment celebrating our young scholar athletes. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here in the press box here on the visitor side of the stadium here in Pelion. And, of course, down in the field, Claire Foley doing her thing. As always, down there, outstanding production crew with us. We'll talk about them some as the broadcast goes around here in year 11, doing it big time, brought to you by Sonic, of course. 2nd and 11. Pelion right to left on your screen. Atkins, the tight end in motion, number 5. He had a catch earlier to move the chains. Alan Moore with pressure on the backside is Wooten. That ball's on the ground and picked up. This is going to be a scoop and score. Jaden Millhouse to the house. Outlaw Casa strike up the Batesburg-Leesville Fights on in the SCDC end zone. Wow, Joe.
Stacy, this almost looked like it was slow motion because you could see this coming from a mile away. Watch Wooten here. He gets the backside pressure. And unfortunately, Alan Moore never saw him. We'll see the replay here again shortly. Moore never saw the pressure, the strip sack, and then the scoop and score by Millhouse has been everywhere tonight. But the Batesburg-Leesville defense says, you know what, we watched the offense score 17. Let us see if we can get in the act here. And boy, did they ever.
Wooten was on him like a bad smell. Got to him, separated him from the football. Hands to the sky once again. Extra points up and good. Trey Smith, 24-0. They scored 3 times on offense and now once on defense. Talk about this play,
You may not watch. You aren't going to be able to see Wooten until he's right there. Bang! You see the hit in the scoop at about the 33-yard line. We're going to call that unofficially 33 yards on the scoop and score return by Millhouse. My goodness.
Millhouse to the house.
You could just see Wooten coming. I mean, you're sitting there like it's almost going in slow
it's like
motion.
a horror movie.
You know what's going to happen.
Like, don't go in that room. It's a horror movie. Don't
don't
go in that room. Don't open that door.
You know what's going to happen, and then it happens. Boom.
It's right before Halloween, the week before Halloween. I mean, Wooten has been in the backfield the entire game.
He really has.
Absolutely. SCDC brings you our touchdowns, folks. They want you to know they're hiring statewide. Discover a rewarding career at joinscdc.com. Now time for our Wheel Degree Opportunity School kickoff, folks. Shout out to all of our sponsors, folks. To our crack sales department. Wheel Degree Opportunity School kickoff. 100 years helping students build a better future. The young man who's been kicking so many extra points, Trey Smith, going to ice his leg with that kickoff. And Chuni Singh with the return across the 25, still fighting, only 5'8". But that young man plays very hard for any size, not just his size. And it's going to be first down. Pelion from there trying to do something to show a little fight back here on a team, Batesburg-Leesville, who's really had everything clicking.
Well, you talked to him this week by phone, Stacy. I met with him on the field. That's Coach Corey Helms and Pelion. He kind of knew that they had an uphill fight here tonight. Helms in his first year, and he's trying to get the culture right. He said the locker room attitude's been great. Guys are buying in, but they're just not quite there yet. He said, and he looked across the way. He said, we don't have guys that look like what BL's got. And he's right. I mean, these guys are going to continue to fight all the way through this game. They need to get something going here.
And that's Corey Helms. He's a tough kid. You know,
he is.
Came up out of Milton, Georgia. Played for some good teams. Wake Forest started there. Started for the Gamecocks and against a little time in the pros. He knows about competition, but he knows he got to get his program where he wants it. A high throw. Those are dangerously high throws, too. Alan Moore.
He got rid of that ball quick, too, Stacey. He was getting it out of his hands, and probably good reason why.
That horror story we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
You know, you see, watching enough horror story, you start hearing the footsteps when they're not there. And that's Coach Corey Helms right there. He's just a proud father. Last time we did one of his games a couple years ago, he was about to be a dad. Now his daughter's approaching 2 years old. And I was giving him fatherhood advice then, and we talked on the phone. He remembered that when I called him on the phone yesterday. I love being a girl dad, and he does too now. Former Gamecock coach at Carter Newman before coming here. Screen out to the right side, a short dump pass, and nice footwork. Still moving the legs that time, and that's going to be, I believe, right at the sticks, Joe. I believe they're going to give him a first down on that for Pelion. Young man with a catch and run. Jaden Moore, the senior.
Kipton Taylor. Give Kipton Taylor, the wide receiver over there, credit for throwing the block that kind of sprung that play and allowed the first down to take place there.
That's a good job that time. And I think that was 3 on the catch, so that's the first time they didn't have to go to Chuni Singh.
Jaden Moore.
Yeah, Jaden Moore. MUSC first down, folks. MUSC is our first half first down sponsor. Proud to call the Midlands home. Shout out to MUSC. They're going to go direct snap to Cottingham up the middle, and he just put his head down and got behind his pads. That's just a tough physical run that time on first down. He's going to get about 7. Good job up front for Pelion.
Pelion just trying to get a hat on a hat there up front, try to get their downhill running game going.
Trying to see a seal here and a seal here. Cottingham is only a junior, folks. He's a physical kid, though, with both sides of the ball. And they're going to keep him in.
That's a good-looking play.
Yeah, go Wildcat again here with Cottingham. He's going to go to the middle again. They found something last time, and you know what? He got enough this time. He met some resistance, Joe, in the hole and needed a couple yards, and he got about 5. That's just physicality on the part of number 4 and the guys up front. Another MUSC first down.
That's staying ahead of the schedule right there, staying ahead of the chains.
Absolutely.
Giving yourself a fresh set of downs. That was an interesting wrinkle that you see from Pelion here.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to go tight on the right side. They're going to try it one more time. And I figured at some point he broke through again. That's just physicality right there. They knew it was coming, and they didn't stop it. And they have something going here. This time he got about 6. Good run.
That's just desire there by Cottingham.
Yeah, tough kid.
Take that snap and getting a little bit of blocking up front, but he took a lot of defenders with him to pick up 7 yards.
Yeah, he got 7. Yeah, give him just 6.5 something yards. That's a nice chunk there. And this time, they're just going to push for 4 yards. That's tough. That's a tough ask right there. He's going to be close, Joe. He's going to be probably a yard short of that first down with coming to the 3-minute mark. This first half has flown by, and that's okay.
He did get 2, so it will be 3rd and short.
And next time they snap it, we'll be well under 2 minutes here. They're not really moving that fast at all. They're just kind of being deliberate. They're actually huddling, which you don't see as much as you used to, especially in high school sports. Going tight again on that right side. And Atkins in tight. No receivers out wide, a high snap. And this time they got room again. He's going to break to the secondary. And this is just old school, like almost rugby-type football. Another MUSC first down for Pelion behind Cottingham.
That's all it is. Just snap it. You know,
Katie Witt made a touchdown, a tackle about to save a touchdown this time.
Playing football in the phone booth right now. Everything right inside the box. And credit Pelion for finding something that's worked.
Timeout has been called with 2:37 left to play in the second quarter. You know the old offensive lineman, Corey Helms, he loves this. As you say, a hat on a hat?
Just get a hat on a hat. That's all you got to do. Just get a hat on a hat, move people out of the way.
Panther on Panther.
Downhill.
Panther on Panther.
That's it.
The BL Panthers, the Twin Cities, they call it. We're up here in the press box next to my guy I did so many games with over the years, Birch Antley, the Batesburg-Leesville legend. Been the voice of Batesburg-Leesville sports for so long. And I got to do some TV work in championship games and regular season games for some many, many years ago. And I wanted to better play-by-play guys in the business. And he gave us a bunch of good information on these teams. A lot of great information on this team's coming up. Great prep work by our guy, Birch. He's doing a radio call right here beside us in the press box. He's down the way, so he doesn't hear me say these nice things about him. But this is me just wanting to do it because it's my guy. But yeah, look, you know, Facebook reminds you of memories, right? One popped up about 12 years ago. Birch and I were doing some games, but we were a lot of pounds ago. We both got a little belly working right now. Here we go, first down snap. Another MUSC first down for Pelion, and again, that's just Cottingham and some decent blockers just refusing to go down. Joe, he got another little nice chunk that time.
Winter Batesburg-Leesville taking that time out to make some defensive adjustments to try to slow this run game down of Cottingham. It's just snap it to him, and he's just picking up some blocks and seeing if he can just win some one-on-one battles.
And the thing is, he's finishing these runs off with a forward lean, Joe. So wherever you make contact, he's getting a couple more yards after that. So decent gain of 6 that time. Another high snap, though. Got to watch those snaps. And this time, now what they're going to do, they're going to wear him out, though. He's going to get tired doing this. He's carried the ball about 7-8 times in a row. And this is going to bring up third down and very manageable. And we got a player down.
That was his 8th carry in a row since the incomplete pass that started this series.
That's a lot. We got a lineman down for Pelion.
It's 8 straight runs by Cottingham.
Yes, young man, that's Corey Helms on your screen right there. The hat backwards. And young man on the ground. We'll identify that player in a moment. They're going to try to get him up. And we got a lot going on here tonight with it being a record, a little bit of a record hunt for Wood. We got Pelion at home they have a chance to make the playoffs. So they still, they have a lot to fight for. This time, while we have this break in action, I do want to give some love to some outstanding folks that we work with here. Our production crew, I brag about them all the time, and I can't say enough positive things about them, though. We have on EIC, we have Tim Brusky, producer Brittany Frierson, director Mike Weinmiller. Camera, we have Alexander Kitchens, Taylor Shirley, Jared Thomas, Ed Kelly, and Jessica Pasnick. Graphics, we have Autumn Sherrill. Replay is Kevin Pasnick. Audio mixer, Chris Davis. Scorebug and video is Dylan Eagle. On the TOC is Taylor Schaefer. Stage manager, Alex Johnson. And stats, Mike Dean. We shout out to Taylor Schaefer on her recent nuptials. She was Taylor Bone for several years. I've done these games. She's now Taylor Schaefer. Shout out to her.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Taylor and her husband. Both of them are each other's better halves. And glad to see young love. We're going to have 3rd and 1 coming up here right at the 2:01 mark here in the first half. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin on the visitor side press box. Nice and roomy up here. We like it here. And down on the field, Claire Foley doing her outstanding job as usual. Claire will be covering, doing some work on that Gamecock game tomorrow for the station. On the right side, he's got room. That's going to be a first down. Nice play call. They took it wide that time and showed the speed that time of Cottingham. And that's going to be an MUSC first down once again inside the Jim Hudson red zone. Talk about this, Joe.
Well, Cottingham was the guy we talked about in our opening as a middle linebacker, but 9 straight times he's taken a direct snap and run with the football. This time he goes to the perimeter on the right side, and he's able to turn the corner and pick up another first down. That's the 4th first down of this drive that he's picked up, and Pelion with their best offensive move of the night here late in the first half.
A good chance. If they keep it clean, no penalties, they have something that's really working. They're going to try the right side again and just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. That play totally disrupted by John Balknight, number 18, the senior linebacker, Joe. He just came in and with help from Woods. Watch 18.
Eventually, the clock is going to run out. It's going to strike midnight on this kind of stuff. And Balknight, as you said, Balknight and the latest of Balknights that come out of Batesburg.
A lot of them, yes.
A bunch of them.
All
great
sports.
lineage
all
there.
All sports.
I mean, family, you name it. I mean, he made a great defensive play there.
Absolutely. You're right. The clock strikes midnight, 2nd and 14. Now they come back with a regular quarterback, Moore, and a give inside to Trey Jackson. He got a little of that yards back that time. It's going to make 3rd down more manageable, Joe.
Jaden Waters able to grab just enough of that foot to trip him up. Otherwise, he might still be running. You see it right here. You kind of want to think that Junicing might have it. Instead, they hand it off up the middle to Trey Jackson.
The prestidigitation on the handoff there. A little trickeration. 3rd and call it 10. Might be 9 or so. They're going to go to the air this time. One-on-one coverage. Thrown high and dangerously high to Junicing. And almost caught by 12, Elijah Gann.
Well, Elijah Gann has had 2 interceptions in his hands tonight. Unable to, if he comes down with that one, he's still running.
Got a flag down. Legal man downfield, looks like right there. They're going to decline that, I'm pretty sure.
Decline this.
I want to see this mic. We'll get this mic turned on, Joe. That's only the 2nd time.
No, they'll decline this.
Yeah. You have to get Claire Foley to go over there and turn that mic on for people.
Still just 1 accepted penalty in this half, which I think is fantastic. Game's been clean. The officials have stayed out of the way.
So we didn't announce that one, did we? Just nothing to see here?
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Move along. Please disperse. Timeout called, 47.3 left in the half. So we shall see.
Stacey, you and I were looking up the same factoid this week. You kind of came up with the same answer because we have Panthers versus Panthers.
Let me ask the question.
I'll let you take the story because we're both looking at this.
Yes, I went to the interwebs and all the ways you search things and said, what do you call a group of Panthers? And Joe Cashin knew it. Hit him with it, Joe. What does it call a group? First of all, they're not really known to be a group.
They're not a tribal animal. They don't hang out together. It's called a claw, but none has ever been seen.
It's called a claw or a leap.
Yeah.
It's called a chat GPT. I've never heard of it. I had no idea, Joe. If you'd have told me it wasn't a pride of Panthers, if you told me that, I would have been very shocked.
They don't hang out together.
They don't. They're lone wolves.
Exactly.
Lone Panthers.
So when you see a couple of them together like this tonight, something is up.
Something is up. Never knew the Panthers were lonesome like that. That's amazing stuff. The stuff you learn. It's 4th down, Joe. And they're gonna. I mean, what do you do? This is no man's land.
You got to throw it in the end zone. I think. Get enough time. If he can get enough time to, more. Throw this ball in the end zone. Look for Chinese.
I went throw it toward Katie Woodside, and that's where they throw it. Oh, he had him. He had Atkins streaking wide open, and at least would have been a first down, if not a touchdown, and threw it high. Most of the passes tonight, Joe, have been high. They said that he had Daniel Atkins, 6'2", 180, streaking inside the 5-yard line.
Had him, and maybe that's a byproduct of the pressure that he's gotten here tonight. He kind of lets his ball go, maybe a little quick. He gets a little pressure there.
Oh, he's right there.
I'll tell you what, he has his tight end. He's got Atkins there. Would
scores.
have either been a touchdown or on the doorstep.
Yeah, very least inside the 2-yard line, at the goal line. I think he might have gotten in, but.
The saddest guy in the stadium is Brady Cottingham. He's like, I did all that work.
all that heavy lifting.
And we couldn't score.
And you know what they did? They gave 22 a chance to rest, didn't they? Amari Wood rested a long time. And folks, you're about to get a dose of 22.
They only have 41.7, so they got to speed this up if they want to score.
Well, we're going to find out. They better get him on the ground. And because first down stopped the clock. He's going to get about 5 right there. They're going to call a timeout. So now you may get to see the arm of Binky, who has not thrown it well at all tonight. So just under 36 seconds left. We'll see. This does challenge him. The clock is the problem. With time, Wooden is like Novocaine. Just give him time and it works, right? The Novocaine
there you
offense.
go. That's it.
The Novocaine offense. I heard coaches, the triple option coaches always use that line. It's like Novocaine. Eventually, it'll work. So the flag down on that, it looks like. Hadn't heard any indication. They walked it off, too. It's a first down, but we don't know what happened. And I'm not sure why it has to be a secret, Joe. It's a first down for we don't know what the call was, though.
Now they've started the clock. And
they may snap it one more time to that be Joe. They don't seem to be in any hurry.
I think they're just going to go to the house here. I think they're fine with that.
Yeah.
Up 24-0.
But
and getting the ball first coming out.
Yeah, why not take a knee, though? They're actually going to throw it one time. Sidearm to, that could be a flag. Had he caught that, Joe, there was not a lot behind him.
Well, that's what I was kind of going, ooh, about. You see it here. I mean, you watch the pass here from Binky. He has all day to throw it. Rifles one out here. This catch is made.
I don't know who's behind him right now. I don't think anybody on this side of the field was behind
Claire
him.
Foley might be the next one to have a chance at him because, I mean, there's nothing but green grass if he comes down with that ball.
Green grass and opportunity. And Claire Foley's not a big-time tackler for her reputation.
Yeah.
So she might have scored on that. But that's an interesting call, though. I guess they make it with 11 seconds. Why not go up top one more time? I hope you get a freak play where you get busted coverage. So we'll see here.
Who knows what can happen in the last second, Stacy? We've seen that firsthand.
Last week at Westwood, you'll see that at halftime, folks, in the highlights. He's trying to take this to the house. It's gonna be Amari Wood. He just ran over there. He needs one block. Across the 40, across the 30, across the 20, the 10. He got knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. What a run, and the clock runs out. Ran out of time. What an end to the first half. Joe, we got a habit of seeing crazy plays and zeros on the clock.
What I just tell you, Stacey, you're liable to see anything.
He almost scored on that play, man. He was just dishing out punishment like Halloween candy. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
Watch him dump truck a defender right here. You'll see it coming up. Boom, there. Goodness, I thought he was gone right here, but he just had enough room to shove him just enough out of bounds. Oh goodness, Stacy.
Oh, my goodness. Man, that is a wild finish. Of course, Lexington Medical Center brings you our Coach's Corner, folks. We'll grab that in a moment. The only local independent hospital in the Midlands. We're here to care for you wherever you need us. Be well from Lexington Medical and our Coach's Corner, where Claire Foley usually grabs one of the coaches going into and one coming out of halftime. And she has the coach down the sideline. Claire Foley, take it away.
Coach, let's pick up where we left off. That run there, you said coming into this game you really needed to get the run game going in order for the offense to be successful. What's allowed them to do that so far tonight?
Well, I mean, Pelion's done a good job tonight of changing up what they do. We got 4 or 5 films of them playing a different defense, and tonight they come out in a totally different defense and look. So it took us a while to adjust to figure out what they were doing. And so we had to, change what running plays we had planned and then, go to some of the others that we hadn't practiced that much, but we were able to make the adjustments. And I think now we're starting to figure out where to go on the running game.
On defense, that was the first time that Pelion had a look at the end zone on that last drive there. What kind of energy and focus are you seeing from your defense here tonight, and how much do you need that to continue in the second half?
Well, I mean, they're still going to have to play, just like they've been playing. You have to give credit to Pelion. They did a good job of basically just lining up and getting foot to foot and taking that kid that's pretty good, plays everything. Linebacker, I think he plays quarterback, he plays running back, and they just came straight at us. And, we had to figure out, what we were going to do to try to stop it, and we were able to take a timeout and was able to do that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Claire Foley. Thank you, Coach Lawson, down there on our Lexington Medical Coach's Corner. Stay with us, folks. Halftime coming up on the Sonic F&R High School Football Game of the Week from Pelion, South Carolina.
Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday.
Rocco backed in Iowa State take on Iowa.
Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Saturday on Watch Fox. On the go, simply scan the code on your screen to access all social media for Watch Fox and download the Watch Fox News app to never miss a local update.
When your comfort is at risk, who do you call?
At Cameron Heating and Cooling, we'll never sell you something you don't need. You get clear options, transparent pricing with our straightforward pricing guide, and the final choice is always yours.
No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just honest answers.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
At halftime, we stand at 24-0 Batesburg-Leesville over Pelion. Now it's time to go down to the field and I educate a spotlight with Claire Foley and a Batesburg-Leesville educator. Claire.
Well, guys, I've got quite the crowd with me here tonight. First, I'll start with Principal McGinty from Batesburg-Leesville. Mr. McGinty, tell us who we have here with us tonight.
So tonight we're highlighting our girls tennis team. They are region champs. They're on a 13-game winning streak. We just finished the first round of the playoffs, and we're about to head to the second round Tuesday night against Chesney.
Awesome, awesome. And joined by Captain Callie right here. Callie, what's the season been like for you guys?
This season has been everything, but it wouldn't be the way that it is without this team. This is a great group of girls, and we're hoping to make it really far. Made it past the first round of playoffs, and we played Chesney on Tuesday, so we're really excited.
Awesome. So make sure you go out and support them. Guys, I'll send it back up to you in the booth.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Principal, and thank you, Callie. Speaking of Callie, she is our Scholar Athlete of the Week this week from South Carolina Army National Guard from Batesburg-Leesville, Callie Watson. Callie is a two-time MVP, two-time All-Region, and Region Player of the Year for the Panthers tennis team. And at school, she has a 5.2 GPA and serves as the student body president. In the community, Callie is an active member of her church and serves as the Beta Club president. Next year, she plans to attend Clemson and major in philosophy with an emphasis in law, liberty, and justice. And we wish her the very best of luck. Congratulations, Callie, for your success on the tennis court and in the classroom. You're our Scholar Athlete of the Week from the South Carolina Army National Guard. Folks, stay with us. More halftime coming up from the Sonic F&R High School Football Game of the Week.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
Need better sleep tonight? Michaelis Mattress can get you on the bed of your dreams today. Michaelis Mattress has been helping people across the Midlands find the right bed for the right price for more than 35 years. We care about your quality of sleep, so you can trust us to put you on the best mattress for your specific needs. Get huge savings on popular brands like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get up to 60-month special financing. From something for the kiddos to something for your master suite, we have you covered with a huge selection. Michaelis Mattress. Buy it today. Sleep better tonight.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Welcome back into halftime, folks, here from Pelion, South Cac. Batesburg-Leesville in charge, 24-0. Down to the field with Claire Foley and our educator spotlight with the educator from Pelion High School. Claire.
Thanks, guys. Joined now by Principal Vishton of Pelion High School. Say there's a lot of exciting things going on for the Panther student body.
Oh, there's a wonderful, exciting things going on, and truly proud of our Panthers in the classroom and on the sports field. Over the last 2 years, we've made considerable gains in our school report card in all areas, and on the sports field, our teams remain very, very competitive. Our baseball and football programs are rebuilding, and as always, our cross-country and athletics teams led by Coach Bienenbauer are a formidable team. So truly proud of everything that the Panthers are doing. Couldn't be happier to be a Panther.
And they were competitive this week at the Sonic Car Hop. You guys are winners this week, well, so $500 goes to you guys.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Principal Bishton. And now time for a scholar athlete from South Carolina Army National Guard this week. For Pelion, it is Reagan Platts. Reagan is an all-region softball player for the Panthers, and she is also a volleyball captain and top 5 weightlifter. At school, she has a 4.7 GPA and is the senior class president on student council and vice president of the National Honor Society. In the community, she volunteers at a church and cleaning parks with the Parks and Rec Department. And Reagan hasn't decided where she plans to go to school next year, but wants to major in pre-medicine, and we wish her the very best of luck. Congratulations, Reagan Platts. You're our Scholar Athlete of the Week from South Carolina Army National Guard for your school, Pelion High School. Stay with us, folks. More halftime coming up. Highlights, stats, and more. Sonic F&R High School football game.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
At the Medical University of South Carolina, we're transforming heart and vascular care in the Midlands. With cutting-edge clinical trials and the latest diagnostic procedures, we ensure that every patient receives state-of-the-art care. We turn groundbreaking into life-saving. Because at MUSC, innovation is how we lead. Compassion is who we are.
Oh yeah, it's where the ballers meet.
The #1 pick in 2008, a champion with every team she's played for. Candace Parker. Now she's got a new role.
Is this thing on?
She's a national champion, 5-time gold medalist, the #1 draft pick and Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston. 2 generations, 1 podcast.
I don't know what's going to happen today. Our show is definitely going to be honest, I'll tell you that.
Post Moves, new episodes every Wednesday.
Watch Fox Sports Zone is South Carolina's #1 sports leader for all sports coverage in the Midlands.
From your favorite South Carolina college teams
to your local high school matchups,
football, baseball,
basketball, soccer,
and so much more.
We take you straight to the sideline with interviews with coaches and players.
Plus, behind-the-scenes details to give you the latest on your local teams.
Watch Fox Sports Zone. Every sport, every season. Sponsored by Lexington Medical Center.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Welcome back in, folks. We're at halftime, 24-0, Batesburg-Leesville in full control over Pelion on the road here. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin in the booth. And how did we get to 24-0? I am so glad you asked. We have a highlight. We have a moving picture show, Joe. Talk to him about it.
All Batesburg-Leesville in the first half, Stacey. You see Amadre Wooden right here, spinning into the end zone. First touchdown of the night. Now you see the BL defense getting in the first strip sack fumble of the evening. They get the stop right there. Batesburg-Leesville again starts in great field position. They will get the pitch pass to KD Witt. He's able to put a foot in the ground, and there he goes off to the races around the right side into the end zone for the touchdown. 14-0 right there. Boy, and then you see the big hit from behind. Boom! Tyler Wooten puts the hit on, and this big Jaden Millhouse who with the scoop and score from 33 yards out. That puts Batesburg-Leesville up 24-0. And here's the last play of the first half. We thought Wooden was going to house it. He goes 60 yards. He gets bounced out of bounds right there at the very end. 140 yards unofficially in that half, almost 205,
Joe,
which would be a school record.
National highlights coming up, Joe, and we hear some familiar voices on a wild finish we had last week from Westwood.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Kelly got to quit celebrating and get back ready for a fourth down play.
Yeah, they were trying to hook and ladder, but he didn't have time. They got the board. They got the board. That's going to be, Joe, that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Jalen Boyd. Inside the 10. What a touchdown. What a play. What in the world? Westwood with a touchdown on a hope and a prayer, and the prayer is answered.
Beachy, can he get the corner turn? He does. Here's that speed. And he's still on his feet. To the 20. Stiff arm. To the end zone. Touchdown.
Pump fake. Throws. Goes deep. And what a catch on the far side. Oh, what a catch by Oriuso. They will call it.
Heavy pressure. Throws it downfield to the middle of the field. What a catch coming up and grabbing the ball. Maddox.
55-yard field goal from the left hash. The kick is up, and it is. It's good at the buzzer. Bryant is the hero for the Buccaneers. And the Hoover Met goes haywire. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow.
We pickled everything, Sam. The Big Deal Meal, Sonic Smasher, top of Grillo's pickles, pickled seasoned tots, pickle Rita slush, and a pickled foam. Sam, what have you done? Dude.
Need better sleep tonight? Michaelis Mattress can get you on the bed of your dreams today. Michaelis Mattress has been helping people across the Midlands find the right bed for the right price for more than 35 years. We care about your quality of sleep, so you can trust us to put you on the best mattress for your specific needs. Get huge savings on popular brands like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get up to 60-month special financing. From something for the kiddos to something for your master suite, we have you covered with a huge selection. Michaelis Mattress. Buy it today. Sleep better tonight.
Corrections is a team, a group of individuals working together to accomplish a shared goal, striving for correctional excellence to achieve a safer South Carolina, promoting security, demonstrating professionalism, serving with integrity. Corrections is unique. Security, medical, maintenance, food service, diverse positions that make us whole. Working to build something better together. This team is making a difference. Together, this team is making corrections.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Right before the start of the third quarter, folks, on the Sonic Air Fenard High School football game of the week, 24-0, Batesburg-Leesville over Pelion. Let's go down to the field with Claire Foley and Coach Helms.
Coach, that last offensive drive at the end of the half, you guys got to look at the end zone. What was changing about your offense to allow you to get downfield in that drive?
Well, we were being really physical. We were, for the first drive, we were winning at the line of scrimmage, and, we came up short at the end. We had one negative play that kind of took us off schedule and messed it up a little bit. But our guys are competing and they're fighting. We got to execute on a couple crucial situations, but they're competing hard.
And Coach Lawson gave you guys credit on the defensive side, said you guys were changing things up from what they saw in film that was challenging them. How do you continue to do that here in the second half?
You got to tackle number 22 and 2. You got to keep those guys contained, and that's easier said than done. They're really special players. But like I just told them, we just got to keep fighting and keep competing and execute and see what happens.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Corey Helms, in his first year at Pelion. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up here in the booth. And let's look at some of those halftime stats, Joe.
Yeah, all in favor of Batesburg-Leesville, as you would expect, with them owning a 24-0 lead, 176 yards on the ground. Pelion 76, and much of that Pelion, that 76, came in their last offensive possession. I mean, they did a really nice job of Cottingham of moving the ball down the field. Total yards 191 to 108, and then of course you see the penalties there.
Game.
A very clean game. Pelion with that one turnover, which led directly to a Batesburg-Leesville scoop and score touchdown. So,
yeah, very, very pleased with both teams. Not muddying up the game with hurting themselves with penalties. Only 2 in the first half. I don't know if we've seen that. I don't want to jinx it, but that's Coach Lawson coaching his guys up, folks. This is our 11th year for Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School football game of the week. This is our penultimate game of the regular season. Next week will be the finale, I do believe.
Where has the season gone, Stacey? It's
gone
pretty amazing how fast the seasons go once you get into them week to week.
It's like it was just media day, just a couple of weeks ago. Time for the Will Lucre Opportunity School kickoff, folks. Kicking off right to left on your screen. Pelion down 24-0. The last thing you want to do is give the ball back to a guy that would have scored, but his shoe was a little bit more narrow. He would have scored in the last play of the second quarter, and he's been pretty much unstoppable. Madre Wooden, who's on a record pace. He needed 205 coming up tonight to become the all-time leading rusher in Batesburg-Leesville Panther history, and he had over half that in the first half.
He really did. Unofficially, we had him for 140, and he had 60 on that last run there at the end of the first half. And Batesburg-Leesville, as Claire mentioned in her opening hit tonight before the kickoff, chasing program win number 700 all-time, which is a massive.
Don't let the ball hit the ground on the kickoff right there, but it was Wooden on the kickoff return, which is we hadn't seen before. And got a good return up to the 37. That was a Will Lucre Opportunity School kickoff. Pelion kicking off right to left to right now in white with purple trim. Gold helmets is Madre Wooden, the star running back, and soon to be, I believe, leading all-time rusher. He'll pass the all-time rushing numbers of his uncle, Terrence Wilson, who's had a great career here, then played at Charleston Southern, led him to a state championship game his junior year. So the nephew trying to get it done, number 22. Binky, your quarterback, 17, he's a sophomore. Around the right side, he a little hop step there. A little hop step and a little 8-yard gain, just nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just another day at the office.
Looks like he almost picked up a first down there.
Yes, and it didn't look like a lot, did it? He got 9. But check that. Binky is a junior, number 17, your quarterback there. But it's all been 22 and 2 as we thought coming to the game. Witt, the big run, and then they gave him a first down. He got 10 on that.
He got 10 on that carry.
So, yeah,
he kind of gave him the little hop right there, kind of froze them for half a second, and then took off after that.
Accelerated. Camera Heating and Cooling, our second half first down sponsor. Camera Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. First down from the 47-yard line. That's going to be a procedure on Batesburg-Leesville. Somebody didn't have their all-togethers together right there, Joe. No feed. It's been solid. Silent Bob on the calls here. We're on the visitor side, so we don't get to see the front side of the call either way, but we know what it was. That's Coach Lawson on your screen. This guy has he's about a pedigree. Coached at Union, played at Union, coached at Conway with some legends, coached at Hemingway, coached under Gene Cathcart, another name that's been around. Came to Batesburg-Leesville as Cathcart's assistant. Cathcart resigned abruptly, and he became the head coach 2 years ago. Marjorie Wood hesitating in the hole, bounces backwards. And this time he's going to put those pads down and just push it. That's just strength, man. That kid is powerful. See where they mark this, Joe. It's going to be interesting.
Wonder if he was at Conway when Chuck Jordan was there.
He was.
Okay, that's you talk about.
That's the pedigree.
Yep, there you go. I tell you what, and this Batesburg-Leesville program has coaching pedigree through the years. You talk about guys like Ed Porter, Mike Anthony, Phil Strickland. I mean, talk to Jerry Brown, Courtney McInnes. A lot of these guys, almost all of them won state championships.
Yeah.
I mean, right here at Batesburg-Leesville, just great coaches through the years here.
Absolutely. Coach Lawson, OC at Gaffney in 03 and 06, and won a chip. He led Lawrence to the upper state title game when he was there from 2007 to 2014. They only got 1 yard on that last carry. And this is good right here. It won't be 1 yard on this one. Through the secondary. Across the 40. First down, Amandre Woodman with a great surge up front and a great finish to the run. Talk about it, Joe.
He can just take this ball and go north-south in a hurry. Watch him. I mean, he's to the line of scrimmage to the second level and beyond. Picking up an easy first down. Picks up 12 more yards right there. And he is closing in, Stacy.
Yeah.
Closing in.
Having a heating and cooling first down that time, but he gets his britches up right there to the sideline. He may be a little tired. He's breathing a little hard right now, right? So he's touched it a lot on this drive already, but guess what? I think he might get it again. KD Witt has been the changeup, though. So Witt might touch it. Number 2, who's in the slot right at the 40-yard line, number 2 with his arm out. He may get it right here as well. Under 11 to play. He's going to look up. He's throwing to Witt. One-on-one coverage. Oh, just defended enough. Give the coverage some credit. And that was nice play call, one-on-one with your best athlete, one of your best athletes out there.
Jaden Fields out there for Pelion. Give the senior defensive back some credit.
Absolutely.
He was step for step. KD Witt, you'll see it right here. Just kind of a fade down this near side to us. You'll see it right there, but we'll give credit for great coverage over there to Fields to break up that pass.
Well, I thought they might go to Witt one time to give up Wooden a play off, but guess what though? He's still out there, so usually you always return back to 22. So he's been the workhorse, pressing toward 200 yards in this ball game, north of 150 right now unofficially. And they're going to pitch it out left to him. He has a little room over there. He bounced it outside, trying to show the speed that time. They stretch it out. Good job, Pelion. Thought he might have cut that inside, Joe, but he stretched it outside.
Tried to bounce it, didn't have a whole lot over there. Cottingham was out there.
He's walking he's moving a little slow. He's moving a little gingerly right there, Joe. He's got a little tired.
A little hitch and a giddy up right there.
Hitch and a little giddy up. Look at the score. They've scored every time they've had the ball, except the last possession in the second quarter when Father Time defeated them. That was the
Father
defense.
Time at the boundary got him.
That was the only defense for him right there. Ran out of time. They had one more play in the half. Who knows what would have happened? But
touchdown.
I believe too. I think they believe so too. This is 3rd and 7. Big play for the Pelion defense. Home crowd making some noise now. They're going to pitch it to 22. He's going to cut it up right here, Joe. And guess what? He's going to make it very interesting on 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 2. He looks tired, man. They're going to pull him up. Both teams, that's respect.
I fully expect Batesburg-Leesville to go for this. They're going to load up that backfield like they did the last time on a short yardage situation.
He looks banged up. He's grabbing his right wrist, though. Wood grabbed his right wrist.
You see kind of the interesting look here. You put Witt back there at the quarterback and kind of bring Wooden in motion, that jet motion, which he takes the forward pitch pass, is able to gain down to about the 31, which will leave him about 2, maybe 3 yards short of the first down.
They turned it to an injured player right about the 29-yard line, and that's going to give Wooden a chance to rest. He was grabbing his left wrist before and after that last play, Joe. Kid has carried the ball a lot. He's a lot of yards, but he's carried it a lot as well.
He's been over 200 yards in each of the last 5 games, and he's approaching 200 yards here tonight. Had unofficially 140 at the half.
Got to get your 2,000-yard season according to my ciphering, Joe. Average 200 a game over 11 games. That could be right around 2,000.
And I think that the fact that he didn't get picked for the Shrine Bowl, he's kind of used that as fuel.
Yeah.
Kind of have a chip on his shoulder a little bit. He has something to prove, and boy, he has proven a lot lately.
Yeah, I got to see the backs better than him. I got to say, I'm not saying they are. I got to see him.
I would like to see him too.
I need some convincing on that. 4th and 3. They're going heavy jumbo. Gates for you. Letterman, number 65. Did he get some movement in there? They're going to hand it, guess who? 22, and he's going to lean on him. Joe, he's going to score. Touchdown, Amadre Wood, coast in. What a job up front. What a finish to the run. Strike up the Batesburg-Leesville fight song on 4th and 3 in the SCDC end zone.
31 yards, and there's no secret here. Watch this. He just takes the handoff, goes in behind the big horses in front of him. Almost lets up a little bit right there, but no problem. 31 yards to the house, and that should put him close to 200 in this ball game.
They've scored every time but one possession in the ball game. Trey Smith in for the extra point. Hands to the sky. Dead solid, perfect. 31-0. Batesburg-Leesville over Pelion, folks. The Sonic FNR High School football game of the week. Stay with us.
The field, the lights, the crowd. It's everything to them. But one missed stop can turn a celebration into silence. This isn't how any season is supposed to end. Always stop when the stop arm is out. 1 second can save a lifetime of pain.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
We are back in, folks. 31-0. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Claire Foley. We just watched Amadre Wood and that young man right there. Needed 205 coming into the game. 20 carries, 214. That is the new Batesburg-Leesville all-time rushing yards leader right there on your screen, folks. Joe, talk about it. What's that total yardage right there?
4,692.
Yes.
Stacey, and you see it right here. This is 4th and short, and just like his uncle, who held the record, he broke it on a touchdown run. This one 31 yards out. You see him right there. 214 yards. He needed 205, and we got word from down below from Claire Foley, and she'll have more on that, I would imagine.
Yes, we'll go down to Claire. Let us talk about it. Confirmed by Birch Anley, who's the radio voice of Batesburg-Leesville. So everybody, a team effort here. Everybody celebrating that young man. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff is going to be a push kick. Caught before going out of bounds inside the 30 for Pelion, and it's been all Amadre Wood. This his night. He is the rushing king of a school that's turned out a lot of talented rushers over the years. Claire, good shout out. Good to keep us posted on that down on the field. Doing a great job on the sidelines. Amadre Wood, and now he could come out the game right now with a score in hand, but I mean, or he could keep going. Either would work. 10:06 left in the third quarter. We're young in the second half, Joe.
We are. Well, still a long way to go.
Folks, also coming up in the fourth quarter, we'll announce our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game. If you're looking for a workers' comp attorney, remember who you hire matters. Pelion trying to get on the board now. Trey Jackson, room in the secondary, dancing in the secondary. It's going to be our first down run. Great job up front for Pelion. Great run by the young running back, Trey Jackson, a sophomore. He has a bright future in burgundy and gold. So good job up front. That's a Cameron Heating and Cooling first down for Pelion. So they're trying to answer, Joe, trying to get something on the board here. Jackson, Coach Helms says a very tough and smart running back, number 1 there. He's going to get it again, trying to bounce it, cuts it inside, across midfield, inside the 45. Great run again. Trey Jackson, his numbers are adding up a little bit. That's another Cameron heating and cooling first down. They've been doing their thing since 1956, folks. Cameron heating and cooling, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. Here we go, first down. Alan Moore is going to give it to Trey Jackson again. He puts his foot in the ground, cuts it inside. That is a nice run. That's just a great running back play right there to put his foot in the ground and bounce it and cut it up inside with a burst of speed. Trey Jackson has got a rhythm right now. He looks a little winded as well.
Yes, he does. And I'll tell you what, I mean, it's a good Pelion going tempo here. First time they've really done that tonight.
Yeah. 2 eyes to the top of the formation, and right before the snap, got a timeout, Batesburg-Leesville. Probably a good timeout right there.
It is. Try to slow things down a little bit. Greg Lawson wants to talk to his defense a little bit, try to get them kind of situated out here. Try to slow Pelion down some here. They're off to another good offensive possession. Pelion had a good possession late in the first half, Stacy.
They did.
They had that long drive by Brady Cunningham, just snapping it to him and letting him run the ball up the middle. Until once they got a little bit off schedule, as Coach Helms talked about at halftime, that drive stalled out.
There's a look right there, the brain trust right there, trying to get the troops rallied together right there for Pelion. Coach Helms is trying to get his culture in here in his first year. Again, the team still has a chance to get into the postseason, which is what you want to do in your first year to establish that as an expectation. They practice ETD, effort, toughness, and discipline. They only had 4 wins. They already have 4 wins this year. They only had 5. They haven't won 5 games since 2014. So that next win will take them to a place they hadn't been in a decade.
Yep.
That's a turning point issue right there for a new program. Snap. Flea flicker. A flea flicker. Going to double coverage though. Ain't caught. It's caught, but by whom?
Picked off.
It was picked off. The ball never hit the ground. What an interception that time. In the end zone, it was up for grabs. So let's give some love to number 3, Jason Stewart.
Jason Stewart, yeah, you see the flea flicker here. A little trickeration, just throws it up into double coverage. And Stewart just goes back and says, that's my football. That's a 3rd opportunity PL has had for a pick, and they finally get one. They have it deep in their own end, but they come up with another turnover.
I thought they might have put it inside the end zone. They're going to mark it at about the 2-yard line, which is, if there's a break for Pelion in there, it's that. But that ball was up for grabs, and KD Witt was there as well, Joe. It was 2 defenders, so they weren't fooled by the flea flicker. They didn't have it long enough. So good discipline by Batesburg-Leesville. I like the idea of the play call, though. Try to get an explosive play. 1st and 10, Banky. Look at the heavy jumbo. Look at the big boys they brought in there. Wood just comes out late. Andre Wood was getting him some rest. He just came in late. And he's going to go behind the big boys and bounce it outside to the right. Back up the middle. What a run that time. They needed to get out of the shadow of the end zone. They got a first down on the first play. Andre Wood.
I'll tell you what, he had 214, which set the all-time school record prior to that carry. 214 in this game tonight. He may get 3 bills in this one, Stacy, before it's over. He pops another big one like he did at the end of the first half. And
yeah. If he plays 4 quarters of this game, he's going to be pressing 3 bills on that for sure.
I imagine if I'm Greg Lawson, this probably will be the last series. In fact, he's out of the game now. So.
Yes. He had to get him out of the shot. He had to get him out of that end zone. Now they're coming in with a backup. We'll get that man's name for you in a moment. And that offensive line is going to get him a little bit of room as well. That's a good, decent run that time on first down. The Cameron heating and cooling first down. That was number 23, the backup. And I don't have a 23, but that may be Levi Pridgeon. We'll get an updated roster for you in just a moment. Up on second, call it 2nd and 7. Just KD Witt out to the slot on the left side. Mario Waters is number 23. Just had that carry. Mario Waters. sophomore. And that's going to be Waters again. Waters again, right past the sticks. Needed 7. I believe he might have got 8, Joe. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like a camera heating and cooling first down right here.
Switches the football nicely. Here's Waters right here. Coming into the ball game, probably seeing the last of Amadre Wooden. Watch him switch the ball right there as he goes to the right side. Able to pick up a nice gain, and he's able to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs.
7 minutes on the rolling third quarter clock. South Carolina High School League, if a team goes up 42 or more in the second half, they will go running clock. I don't think it has to be agreed on at that time. You can do it by agreement before then, but if it's 42 points or more in the second half, there doesn't have to be a question. It's automatic at that point. So 2 wides to the left of the formation. We had some movement.
A false start, perhaps.
Yeah. Sometimes we get some backup players in the game that you're going to get some of that legal procedure. I didn't hear the referee call it, but I hear the coaches. So the coaches,
I can hear them too.
Yeah, they might as well be mic'd up because I can hear them real clear. Hopefully we don't hear the wrong thing here in a moment. We'll give it again to Waters. Across the left side, he has some room. Cuts it back across the middle. And Waters, even after a penalty, Joe, he's going to get up about it within a yard of a first down here. They're gashing.
I tell you, Waters is just flowing through that defense.
There it is. So his name is Mario Running Waters?
Running Waters. He's running right here on this play. You see it right now. Gets a good block. Hey, give credit to big number 55 out there. Cameron J leading the way for Batesburg-Leesville's offensive line, and Waters able to pick up that penalty yardage and then some.
Tackle made by Will Green there, which is my barber's name, by the way. Will Green is my barber. That's not him, though. He played basketball at Benedict. He's not playing football for Pelion. But Will Green, number 6. That run could have gone bigger without, other than that nice tackle. Second and call it 3. We're going to give it again. Nice cut. He has some room. Right at the 50-yard line. Good run, good finish. Camera heating and cooling first down again for Batesburg-Leesville. Mario Waters.
And watch 58 here. Corey Logan who gets out front of this one. There he is right there. You see him right in your screen. Gets a kick out block. And Waters is able to take that to midfield stripe, and Batesburg-Leesville working out of the shadow of their own goalpost after the interception. They moved it to midfield, and they're working on another scoring drive.
Clock's running. 5:22 in the third. Mario Waters is going to mess around and press up on 100 yards at this rate. He's gashing. They gashing him, Joe. He's averaging about 7 yards to carry himself right now. So Waters coming. He's to the right of Binky. They're running motion man every play and every snap. That's going to be Waters again up the middle. Waters, I said averaging 9. He said, Mr. Huff, how about I go and get you 10 on this play, 11. Helmet comes off. He's got to go out of play. Camera heating and cooling first down once again. He got a little over 10. And a little limp. A little hitch in his get up on the right leg right there.
And that'll bring Amadre Wooden back into the ball game.
If I'm Pelion, I want to keep Wooden on the sideline. I don't want to get it.
I think I do too. Yeah, you see it I mean, their bread and butter all night's been straight up the middle through that A gap. That's where they made their hay tonight, Batesburg-Leesville.
And now they have a big motion man who's dancing in the hole right there, number 9, Jaden Davis, 5'9", 210, and he's leading the charge. He's leading the ball carrier up in the hole, Joe. They got an extra blocker, as if they needed an extra blocker on this night. They haven't needed it. Camera heating and cooling first down. And ball's at the 40-yard line. Coming downhill, Batesburg-Leesville with Amadre Wooden, the 220-yarder. They're going to pull it. Play action. Wide open. KD Witt down the sideline. Touchdown, Batesburg-Leesville. Strike up. The Batesburg-Leesville fight song, and that was really fast. That's the lightning to Wooden's thunder in the ACDC end zone. Talk about it, Joe.
And Jeremiah Merritt. I don't know if you will see it right here. Number 1, the wide receiver comes in. Witt needs a block, and he picks it up right there. And that's able to free Witt as he's able to score his second touchdown here in this ball game tonight. Had a 31-yard scoring play earlier in the ball game.
Trey Smith, number 14. Oh, no, this is another kicker. We're bringing in another kicker this time. This is not Trey Smith. That's going to be that is Trey Smith. I'm sorry, I didn't see his number. That's 7. Banky is a holder, but it's going to be a penalty. Might be a little motion before the snap. It is a legal procedure on Batesburg-Leesville. I think they just kick it again, Joe. He got hit after that kick.
Yeah, he did. There was a lot of bodies colliding after that penalty.
So, I think the procedure nullifies the play because that's an ongoing play. That would be a double penalty because he definitely got roughed. But the procedure nullified it.
There was no play there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It nullified it. So he took a hit for nothing, in other words.
For nothing, yes.
For naught. So Trey Smith, number 14, high snap again. Banky did a good job. Oh, he banged that. He boomed that. Dead, solid, perfect. Trey Smith, once again, hands to the sky, and it's 38 naughts for Batesburg-Leesville, folks. It's been wooden all night.
At the Medical University of South Carolina, we're transforming heart and vascular care in the Midlands. With cutting-edge clinical trials and the latest diagnostic procedures, we ensure that every patient receives state-of-the-art care. We turn groundbreaking into life-saving. Because at MUSC, innovation is how we lead. Compassion is who we are.
Back at it, folks, from Pelion, South Carolina. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Claire Foley. 38-0, Batesburg-Leesville in control over Pelion on the Sonic F&R Game of the Week. And during the fourth quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA. The law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Paid for by NHTSA. And I'll tell you what's not stopping. Batesburg-Leesville offense is not stopping. They have been on full go.
It's been
full green, you know.
The throttle has been turned up all night long. And again, you mentioned this earlier, the only time they possessed the ball and didn't score, they almost scored on that long run at the end of the half, or Wooden just got nudged out of bounds, or he'd have scored.
Yes, you taught me a phrase last week, pop smoke. They've been popping smoke all night. KD Witt, 3 catches, 2 of them to the house.
Yep.
Very efficient, popping smoke. That's a military term you're talking.
Well, typically pop smoke is when we're about to leave, and that's kind of when you're about to get out of the area of operations, so to speak, what we used to call it.
30-year military man talking about that, Joe Cash.
Yeah, as it were.
Yes. And that's the Will Lugery Opportunity School kickoff right there. And a pooch kick, decent return. We got a track meet, except one man to beat. He's got him. He may be gone. Shooting Singh. Shooting Singh chewing up yards. Number 16 in Burgundy. Shooting Singh took the short kick and went to the house, strike up. The Pelion fight song. That man is actually here. They can play an NCPC touchdown.
He was one of our guys for Pelion, one of our stars to watch tonight. Giant Janising. He takes his kickoff. You'll see it right here. Gets great blocking about the 21-yard line. So we're going to call this a 79-yard return. And as soon as he creases that first line, he popped smoke. He was out of there. He left the AO. He's gone. He's all the way to the house for the touchdown. Janising with a highlight for Pelion here tonight.
The AO, the area of operation. I'm learning all the military terms. Good stuff, good stuff. And they touched the scoreboard for the first time. So averting a shutout. 3:44 left to play in the third. In for his first extra point of the game for Pelion. And it's not going to be any good there, but that was Jamie Reynoso.
and it was KD Witt who came off the edge to block this extra point.
He does everything.
What does KD Witt not do? You'll see the kickoff this time from the end zone view. Watch Janising get a couple of blocks. Kicker tries to make a play, but he has no chance.
All right, that's just speed.
Janising says, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
I'm in the end zone.
He pieced out on him right there. He pieced out.
He pieced out.
He threw the deuces on him.
I'm going to the house.
Folks, KD Witt has scored almost every week. He scored by kickoff return this year, punt return, interception return, all for touchdowns.
And he just blocked an extra point, too.
He's the jack of all trades. He might be the joker of all trades. He's
talk about a Swiss Army knife kind of guy.
Some colleges are going to get a great one in KD Witt.
No question.
He's a kid. If he goes to a small school, he's going to change the record books. If he goes to a bigger school, he's going to play his way into the bus can't leave without you level on the team. There's a level of athlete.
Yeah, I got to have you on the field. I got to find some way. If I'm a coach, I got to find somewhere for you on the field. I got to get you out there.
You can't create the bus. You cannot leave for an away game without making sure he's accounted for. He got to be with the team.
He's on the travel squad.
Absolutely. Will LeGrand Opportunity School kickoff coming up right to left. Pelion kicking off to Batesburg-Leesville. It's been all BL tonight. The Twin Cities. Battle of the Panthers on a really cool, brisk night for high school football here in South Carolina.
Weather.
Oh, yes, man. This is
great October weather here, late October. Halloween right around the corner.
All that
month of Thanksgiving coming up.
All that good stuff. So Will LeGrand Opportunity School kickoff once again. We just had one. It's going to be a push kick. Last time it was a push kick the other way. It went to a touchdown. Katie Witt trying to get to the outside. Katie Witt across the 50. Katie Witt across the 40. Katie Witt. Katie Witt's going to score. Touchdown, KD Witt for the TD. Strike up the Batesburg-Leesville fight song. And I'll see your touchdown, and I'll match you, buddy. KD Witt, a special talent, Joe. His third touchdown of the night in the SCGC end zone.
You really have nothing to say, Stacy. I mean, that's just phenomenal. He takes the line drive kickoff. We're going to say at about the 32-yard line, perhaps. Makes a man miss, gets a couple of blocks, makes another man miss, and he's got a convoy to the end zone, and Amadre Wooden out there leading the way. A man who set the all-time BL rushing record tonight, leading the way. And KD Witt, what can't that young man do for crying out loud?
Joe, when it was in the air, what did I say? The last time we saw a short kick, it went back to the house. Both teams, that's why I don't like the pooch kick, though. You go to sleep on those things, and they split the seams, and it's over. Now
you crease somebody, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. You crease somebody.
It's a wrap. It's an absolute wrap, and that's what we got right there. It's going to be offsides on Pelion. They're not going to go for two here anyway. They're going to go ahead and still kick it with Trey Smith, who's had himself quite a night kick. That is amazing. Back-to-back. Man, we've seen some wild things the last couple of weeks, man.
Has this not been a crazy last couple of weeks?
It really has,
big
man.
Plays that we've seen, craziness.
It really has, and I love it.
I do, too.
Batesburg-Leesville heading for half a hundy, though. Dead, solid, perfect into your living room. Hands to the sky. 45-6. It's a 39-point lead for Batesburg-Leesville.
And I know one thing. One of these plays tonight, Stacy, had to have made the package for next week, the national package.
Got to be something. We
got to have something that makes it.
Got to get a drum or something. Give us a little something. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin here with you. Claire Foley on the sideline. Glad to have you with us, folks. And it is full of highlights. You're going to see this one here again right here. It was a line drive. I think we're going to see it here. Here it is.
Here it is, yep. He caught the line drive kick and
got the crease. And peace out right there. Beep, beep, beep.
Jessica's got this shot right here. Look at it. There he goes.
Beep, beep.
I love your call. What you did? All right, I'll raise you one here. Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm taking this one.
Is that what we're doing? We're doing. I got that. I got that. Coach Lawson on your screen right there. He's a happy camper. Will LeGrand Opportunity School kickoff. He told me on the sideline before the game, he told his team, don't get complacent because you're favorite. You still got to go out and play. Here's another kickoff. What could happen? Shanice this time won't go to the house with a nice return to the 36-yard line. And that was the Will LeGrand Opportunity School kickoff. We had a lot of kickoffs in this game.
Stacey, if he'd have taken that one back, I might have taken the headset off and just called it a night, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Sound like we out. Peace out.
I might have popped smoke on that one if that kid had returned another one for a touchdown.
Exactly.
My goodness.
That's beautiful. Back-to-back kickoffs, man. If they do the highlight package of that one, nationally, you got to do both of those back-to-back. That's great. And we'll see how they can answer that now. If you're Pelion, you're still trying to make the game respectable. And they're going to pitch it. Might throw it. I thought for a second he might throw it.
That's what it looked like it was setting up to be, like a double pass kind of thing. It looked like that might be what was coming, but
Trey Jackson. We get Trey Jackson's numbers in a little bit. His numbers got to be pretty nice for tonight. He might have took something in the midsection that time, the way he got up.
He got a hit over there.
Yeah. They're going to call it a gain of about 1.5 maybe on that. Clock's rolling, Joe. This third quarter's been flying. Batesburg-Leesville scores again. You got a running clock situation. Look, confusion for Pelion right here. 2nd and 9, they're calling it.
They're having So Michigan's kind of getting some things figured out. They may wind up having to take a timeout.
Check the play clock out. Can't see it from here.
Corey Helms, he's hot. He's trying to get them lined up over there, and they couldn't quite get on the same sheet of music, so he's going to have to burn one.
Yeah, he's not a happy camper at all right now, and I understand it.
Stacey, next week we've got another Thursday night special, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, second time this season. We're gonna check how long that last kickoff return was for KD Witt.
I had him at the 32. I had him at the 32-yard line.
So yes, that
fielded that. That would be 68 yards.
It was a line drive or knuckle action to it too. He did a good job catching that, but he wasn't just trying to catch it, Joe.
He wasn't just trying to field it and just trying to get good field position.
He was trying to get home.
He wanted to go home.
He was trying to get that.
That's what he did. He said, "Uh-oh, look out!" And you kind of knew it when he caught it, and he got in the middle of the field, and you could kind of see the numbers out there.
He was heading toward Fish Hatchery Road. I'm out. That kid is special, man.
He is special. What a special. Two special players.
Yeah, both of them. As advertised. Truly seeing in motion. They'll give it to a young man who's played a decent game, but he just too many white jerseys in there. Just got lit up in the hole. First man there. Let's get some love to 18 again. He's played himself a pretty solid game. Jack Balknight.
Again, we talk about the lineage and the history of the Balk Knights in the Batesburg-Leesville area. You see Jack right here. He just gets good penetration. Well, just nowhere for the ball carrier to go.
Savage Drew Santella in there to help out as well, the DB. Santella's a senior as well as Balknight. They're going to move Wooten over to the left side of this line now. Wooten number 5 on the left side. Watch him. He's the guy who caused the sack fumble last time. 3rd and 11, a passing down. A lot of movement for Pelion. Heading toward 1:30 in the quarter. Nowhere to go. Thought about throwing it. Might have been wise not to throw that one. Guess who? I just mentioned it before the play.
You just talked about him.
Wooten again. Wooten, there he is.
It looked like they wanted a little play fake RPO there and then maybe try to throw a middle screen, but there was just no time. Wooten was right there.
Wooten, there he is.
Wooten, there he is. There he was.
There he was. There's number 5, Wooten. Tyler Wooten is having himself quite a night defensively.
I want to see KD Witt get his hands on the ball one more time. I mean, that youngster is so much fun to watch.
He really
is. Anything's like he's like the kid from Westwood last week.
Yeah, for real,
he gets the ball in his hands. Anywhere on the field, he's liable to score.
Absolutely. I kick it in the stands first before I kick it to him, Joe. It's blocked and blocked. Scoop, block, and did he get in? Did he get in? They're going to mark him at the 1. Everything but. Joe, he wants it so bad. He wants it. That's 7. We just talked about him. Drew
Santella. He wanted that touchdown so bad he blocked the punt, and then he's able to almost, but not quite, get there. He lunged. See him stick the football out. You see the punt block right here. Watch Santella coming off your right side. There he comes. Bang. Gets the block, then gets the scoop. Give credit to the punter there to be able to stop that.
He begged for it, yes.
Give credit to Andrew Northcutt, stayed with it for Pelion and stopped the touchdown, but probably just delayed the inevitable.
Joe, he put a request in for it, though. He didn't put a request in.
He did, yeah.
They're going to call a flag on Pelion. That's a post flag. Like, I don't know. If the ball was on the 1 yard line, that's a half-yard penalty. Look at that. Look at him in the screen. So tell he's on the smile. He looked at the camera, and his teammates like, y'all saw that. It was almost had it. That was a good camera shot. Look at he said it was right there. He'll dream about that tonight, Joe. He'll be like, I need one more
dream
yard.
About that. He'll wake up at 2 a.m. Cold sweats thinking, how did I not get in the end zone?
Man, listen, I talked to some folks last week from Lugoff Elgin over the weekend. They lost sleep over that way. Westwood came back and stole that game from them in double overtime.
I don't blame them.
It might be one play, one score right here. Is that KD Witt taking the reception? KD Witt is Wildcat, and he's going to go off the left side and spins in for the touchdown. Batesburg-Leesville cracks the 50 mark. KD Witt with his, I believe that's his 4th touchdown. 2 receiving, 1 punt return, and that one. That's 4, I believe, Joe. We'll double check.
quit writing them down.
We'll double check it. Take a look right here. KD Witt puts a foot in the ground.
That is his fourth. Stacey, you're right. That's his fourth one because he has 3 in this quarter.
KD Witt has scored every kind of way all season, and that time the Wildcat, he does the thing, and I won't say he butt drives the bus. He probably drives the bus too. And look, funny scene. Binky wasn't out there, so the kicker's out there with his hands on his hip like, I need my buddy. He wasn't out there. They got to hurry up. 51-6 is your score. So your man in, Trey Smith. And that one is straight and true. That's KD Witt, the touchdown maker. Hands to the sky once again. 5'8", 175. That kid plays bigger than that. That 5'8" is going to make some colleges lose out on a great player because of a couple inches. He's 5'10", they could have differently.
I know.
That's crazy. Sometimes you got to get guys that can just play
wherever
the game.
he winds up,
he's going to change the record.
He is going to be a difference maker.
Absolutely.
Those kind of players are hard to find, difference makers.
Without a doubt. Staying right here, last 34. Now, I'm not sure why the clock isn't, well, I knew it because they just scored. But after this, the clock will run, Joe. The rest of this game unless Pelion scores again.
Certainly once they get in the fourth quarter, this thing will be.
Yeah, I think it's a second half thing. But definitely as the fourth quarter goes, we got about a couple plays in the third. You may see some backups here in that fourth quarter. Will LeGrand Fraternity School kickoff. Batesburg-Leesville kicking off left to right on your screen, folks. And all Twin Cities of Batesburg-Leesville. This will be win number 700 for the program.
I'll tell you what, these guys are going to be hard to handle in the 2A playoffs.
They really are.
These guys stay healthy. They're key guys. This will be their 5th win in the last 6 weeks. These guys are going to be difficult to deal with. Looking at a possible matchup with Chester down the line. 2A playoffs, perhaps.
Yep, little mishap right there, and the ball's going to be corralled at the 17, and the clock is running. So we may not get another snap in the third quarter. The fourth quarter will fly by, folks. 52-6 your score. Batesburg-Leesville dominant. So they're going to change sides of the field. And we'll step away, folks, and get ready for a fourth quarter here from Pelion, South Carolina. It's the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, year 11, folks. And a great ride. Shout out to Sonic. Stay with us. Fourth quarter coming up.
Start Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday.
Rocco-backed in Iowa State take on Iowa in the Cy-Hawk Series. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Saturday on Watch Fox. On the go, simply scan the code on your screen to access all social media for Watch Fox and download the Watch Fox News app to never miss a local update.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Welcome back, folks. Time once again to check in with our joint law firm, Sights and Sounds of the Game. Joy Law Firm, just call Joy. Smells like team spirit. Having a good time here on a Friday night for football, especially if you're wearing the purple and gold of Batesburg-Leesville in command. 52-6 in a season. It looks like it could be a good postseason ahead. They're having a great time in the stands. The Pelion fans having a great time as well in the band section. Just call Joy. Sights and sounds of the game. We shout out to Joy for that smile cam each and every week. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here in the visitor side press box. Claire Foley, outstanding job on the sideline. Getting cooler as the night goes on, though. People pulling out that fleece.
It's that time of year, Stacey. Feels nice.
It is. Rolling right. Cottingham, who ran the ball well, he just gets upended. Just got blasted that time. They strung the play out, and number 9, Jake Davis, with a big hit at the end of that.
Cottingham's got to get rid of the football. The pressure's coming. You see it right here. You watch Cottingham rolling out to his right, and then all of a sudden, boom, just like you called it, number 9, Jake Davis, senior linebacker, makes the stop.
This won't be a long fourth quarter, but you want to do all you can to try to catch the scoreboard again if you're Pelion. That's going to be a nice run on the left side, but making up for the yards lost in that last play. And we'll see now what they're doing third down. Cottingham is not a thrower necessarily. Now, he came in and ran the ball well some in that second quarter, but so they put it in the air again right here. Third, they call it 3rd and 16, Joe. See what they put in the air right here. Looking over the middle, now left, and end up throwing it over the middle. It's going to be more white jerseys than Pelion jerseys over there. It'll be 4th down coming up. We'll see if they go ahead and punt it away. Take a look at this play right here. He brought in Moore that time.
Yeah, Moore back in a quarterback. Kind of drifts to his left a little bit. He used the deep pass, and no one really backed out. He obviously wanted his playmaker, Janising, who has the only Pelion touchdown of this ball game, a kick return for a touchdown, but not going to be enough tonight for the Pelion Panthers. They have American Leadership Academy next week to try to pick up their 5th win of the season.
Yeah, they may be favored in that one for sure.
I think they would be, as Batesburg-Leesville will be back at home to face Saluda, and that should be a good ball game.
2 new guys in returning to kick this time. Angel Garcia, number 21, and number 15, Graham Pierce. There's some young guys in the game now for Batesburg-Leesville. The clock's going to run. So not a great kick. Ball's going to be inside the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st down, Batesburg-Leesville. I expect to see some new guys in there. We do. We have Mario Waters in at running back. I think we're going to have a new quarterback in, I believe. I think they're missing a player. I don't think everybody's out there yet. They're looking to the sideline. I think they may have a guy missing.
They have 10 out there.
Yeah, they're looking for who the quarterback's going to be. And it's going to be, they're bringing in 32. It's not the quarterback. They're bringing in 32. Wasn't in the game. We'll check our roster for 32. Look, Joe, that looks like I don't have a 32 on either roster. I had 2 rosters for Batesburg-Leesville. There's not a 32 on either one of them.
We don't have enough rosters.
No. It could be Levi Pridgeon as a 31.
Could be.
We shall see. And the new quarterback in the game, we'll get his name for you in a moment. And that's going to be Mario Waters. Mario Waters, he may take this to the house, Joe. Mario Waters in for the touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown. Strike up the Batesburg-Leesville fight song, the sophomore. Take a look. Talk about it, Joe.
Waters is just flowing right here. You see him right through the defense, breaks a couple of tackles, off to the races, puts his stiff arm right there, and he's into the end zone. Mario Waters easily for the touchdown.
Trey Smith on the ice, his leg down, 14 there for yet another extra point. And that quarterback was Terrence Cook. The young player was in, and Terrence Cook, I think he might be off from JV. And it was a bad snap, so Binky is going to try to make something out of it. He throws it and caught. It wasn't a call play, it was a bad snap. That's Jeremiah Merritt. Number 1 with the catch right there. That ball was a low snap. I don't think that was a set play. Look at the snap. Snap was very low, but he was conveniently open, though, wasn't he?
He was. We'll see Waters touchdown again from the end zone. He just breaks through the line of scrimmage, gets to the second level. Nobody from Pelion can bring him to the ground.
We're going to step away, folks. We'll be right back. finish of this game here from Pelion, South Carolina. Sonic Infinite Game of the Week.
Friday nights are made for moments like these. Every parent's dream is to see their child play under the lights. But one reckless choice can take it all away. Always stop when the stop arm is out. Don't be the reason they miss their moment. Stop means stop.
When your comfort is at risk, who do you call?
At Kaminer Heating and Cooling, we'll never sell you something you don't need. You get clear options, transparent pricing with our straightforward pricing guide, and the final choice is always yours.
No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just honest answers.
Back at it, 66. Batesburg-Leesville in control. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Pelion on the call. Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week coming up just a little bit here, folks. We'll have our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game announcement. If you're looking for a workers' comp attorney, remember who you hire matters. Atkins Law Firm. All Batesburg-Leesville all the time, Joe. They've been on green as in go since the opening kickoff. Will Lou Gray opportunity to school kickoff yet again.
Marjorie Wooden with a career, set an all-time BL rushing record here tonight, 200 plus, a sixth straight game over 200 yards, and Katie Witt with 4 touchdowns tonight for Batesburg-Leesville.
Another push kick this time. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's okay.
They've scored in every way you can. Offense, defense has scored, special teams, kickoff return, they've scored. It's been a Batesburg-Leesville kind of night, Stacey.
All night long. A lot of young, clean, crisp white jerseys on the field right now.
Good look, isn't it?
Good look.
Good looking uniform.
Good looking uniform. We got some new guys in the ball game with some new. Now Wooten was out there. We're gonna bring Wooten. There he is to the sideline now. Pull him back off. Calling the Panthers off, if you would. We talked about this earlier, folks. A group of Panthers, a claw or a leap. But they don't hang in groups, though.
They don't hang in groups.
If you happen to see it.
You see it, you've seen something
well, I was about to say,
extremely rare.
I'm about to say, if you see it, call the claw or leap or call the authorities. Because what you call help. Because they don't usually hang out.
National Geographic or somebody.
Absolutely. The late, great Marlon Perkins would know what to do in that situation. Moore going to throw it outside to Chudisi. He's going to stay in bounds. And that's okay because it doesn't matter now. The clock's not going to stop anyway.
He's a good player for Pelion. He had to make a lot of big plays tonight. Of course, he had the kickoff return for the touchdown earlier in the third quarter, but by himself, it's just a...
Yes. He has some D3 offers. He has some D3
He's a good player. He'll go make a good player for somebody.
Yes. That was a camera heating and cooling first down, keeping you cool and hot when you need to be since 1956, keeping you comfortable. Trunisi dancing, nowhere to go. Too many white jerseys. 77's in there. Adrian Cromer. Big guy. Bunch of white jerseys in there. Got 69 in there, new guys in the game. Jalen Mitchell. 33 is in the game for Batesburg-Leesville.
I think everybody who came over on those 2 branded BL buses. I don't know if you saw their team buses or not, but those are good-looking buses.
Maddox Bolden was on that.
Everybody who came over on those buses, I think, will get out there tonight.
Shunisi gets down another camera heating and cooling first down. 13 in there, Tyler Neese. 10, Cam Martin in the ball game from Batesburg-Leesville. Who did I miss? So I should get all these numbers. Number 11, Robert Matthews. 6'3", 200-pound juniors in there. That's Coach Helms. Going to get his program turned around. We have an injury on the field. That's the one thing that will stop the clock. Hope the young man is okay. Getting tended to. Coach Helms comes to check on his player. Hope it's nothing serious.
BL in search of their 5th win of the season. Have a chance to pick it up next week. I believe it'll be the first time in more than a decade since they've won 5 in a season. So see if they can notch that victory. Meanwhile, Batesburg-Leesville again trying to position themselves for a spot, a place to be able to host what they want to do, be able to host at least one game in the playoffs, upcoming 2A playoffs. I'll tell you, they're going to be they're going to be a tough team to try to handle.
You're absolutely right. That ground game, you got to make them pass the ball. The team is going to handle them is going to be somebody that makes them pass the ball. That's 15 that was down for Pelion. Young man's in the game late. Kipton Taylor, I like that name, a sophomore. He's up and moving. But yeah, you got to load that ball. You might have to put all 11 in there and make the young quarterback throw over your heads. But I don't know if a 9-10 man box is going to stop Wood.
Well, I think that you got to slow him down. I mean, you can't let him pick up big chunk runs like he does, like we saw tonight. I mean, just slow him down and make him really work hard for his yardage.
Averaging 10 yards a carry. Speaking of that, that might be another first. That is another first down for Pelion. Of course, a lot of reserves in the game, but they're moving this change. That young man's got to be threatening 100 right now. Trey Jackson for Pelion. We're going to check on his stats here in just a moment. So I got Birch Antley up here, play-by-play voice of radio for Batesburg-Leesville, been very helpful with the information. Chunising out of bounds. Clock's going to roll down to the 4-minute mark, folks. This game's going to come down to whatever Pelion does on this drive, and likely, Joe, Batesburg-Leesville just kind of taking the air on the ball and running it.
Yeah, they would just absolutely need one more possession in this game. So
107 yards on the ground for Trey Jackson. That's a good game for thanks. Shout out my guy Birch Antley. Appreciate you, Birch. 107. I thought he might get 100. That's something to hang your hat on, Joe.
Great night.
Yeah, a lot of that, most of that was against the starters, too, for Batesburg-Leesville. That's pressure, nowhere to go. Cottingham, he might have got a hand of the face mask, but in with the penetration, Robert Matthews, he raised the face mask, Joe.
I think so, too. I mean, he's trying desperately. Yeah. Robert Matthews trying to make the quarterback sack, and I think he might have gotten a little bit of the face mask there.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, and the clock's running. Again, this is just going to make it more so the case of what I said. Whatever happens these next couple of plays.
Had very few penalties tonight.
Yes, very clean game. Only thing we didn't have is sounds for the official.
Has Pelion been penalized in this game?
I don't think so.
How remarkable would that be?
And lose by 54.
I know. Yeah, I mean, you look at the scoreboard, and I can't remember one.
They had none in the first half.
I haven't marked one down.
Yeah, they had none in the first half. And that is something, believe it or not, to build on. That's discipline. That's the D.
You can look at that and certainly be happy about that.
Yes, Jackson, fake to Jackson, wide open, caught and scored. Touchdown Atkins. They had him on that play earlier. Remember, it was a little overshot. Touchdown Daniel Atkins, strike up that Pelion fight song, folks, and they're in the SCDC end zone. I got to give SCDC some love, Joe. You know all about them.
I do know about them. Work over there.
Yep, discovering a rewarding career. Join SCDC.com, Joe. It does work there.
You call it, Stacy. I mean, just to fake it and then to throw the tight end running to the post. They had that play in the first half and missed it. This time they don't miss it. They're able to connect, and we'll see going for two here. This is a good job by Pelion to keep fighting until the end of this ballgame. This is the kind of thing that Corey Helms is going to try to build on with his team. He in his first season here at Pelion wants to see some fight.
He talks about ETD, right? Effort, toughness, and discipline.
Yep.
Discipline, no penalties, Joe. And the effort, they're still playing hard right here. So that's the cornerstone. He might have twisted in. I think he got in. He did. That's Chunising.
Chunising to get in. That's great effort.
Yes, they're still playing hard.
They are.
So that's something to build on right there. So effort, toughness, and discipline, that's there. He's got to get another team. He's got to get the talent upgraded a little bit there, and probably move up the weight room and all that, but it'll come. There it is.
Conversion play. Just get it out of your best player and see if he can win a one-on-one, and he does.
Nice hit delivered by number 15, Graham Pierce that time. 15 right at the goal line, and this will pretty much be it, folks, after this kickoff, and no one's in a hurry. This is kind of hanging out. We'll look great opportunity. School kickoff coming up. Pelion will be kicking left to right, and that'll be the last kickoff of the game. And then by the time, and Amari Wooten is back as the kickoff. If he doesn't score on them, if he doesn't catch it and score here, of course, they'll probably take knees and get it out of here. they'll be able to. It'll probably be a minute 30 or so by the time they snap it. No hurry.
No, they're just. I'd imagine attempting an onside right here just to see if they can execute the play.
And no, they kicked it high, and guess who gets it? Amandre Wooden. Are we done with highlights for tonight? Oh, he falls down.
I don't blame him right there. Just go down. He doesn't need to take a hit in this situation.
Right, good job. Now they can knee it out. I said 130. They got it with. They'll snap the ball if they snap it, Joe, with about 50 seconds or 40 seconds in this game. A little ciphering right quick. Yeah, probably about less than 50 seconds.
That's a smart play by Wood right there. You didn't need to run it back. Didn't need to take an unnecessary hit. Just get on the ground and get out of here. Time to pop smoke, Stacy. Time to pop smoke and get on out of here.
Pop smoke, and I'm okay with it. We can pop smoke right along with them. Get down to all these interstates back to the Elgin side of things. Got a finale next week, folks, and then the championship games. We are deep in this season. That region battle's been played all over the place. They're going to take a knee, and we may have one more snap. Depends on how when they spot the ball, Joe. The referees can kind of work with it.
That may be it. Yeah, I think it is going to be it.
The referees aren't even going to spot it right here. No need to. And that's going to be your game, folks. Great game by Batesburg-Leesville. And what a win for those guys. Great job. Congratulations, Coach Lawson and his staff. Greg Lawson gets Batesburg-Leesville's 700th school victory. That's something to hang your hat on right there. They have a rich tradition over at Batesburg-Leesville. Handshake coming up, folks. We'll show you this handshake line. Coach Lawson, Coach Hales, much respect there. We'll come back and give out some hardware. Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Stay with us for the post game, folks.
We pickled everything, Sam. The big deal meal, Sonic Smasher, top of Grillo's pickles, pickled seasoned tots, pickle Rita slush, and a pickled foam. Sam, what have you done? Dude.
Corrections is a team, a group of individuals working together to accomplish a shared goal, striving for correctional excellence to achieve a safer South Carolina, promoting security, demonstrating professionalism, serving with integrity. Corrections is unique. Security, medical, maintenance, food service, diverse positions that make us whole. Working to build something better together. This team is making a difference. Together, this team is making corrections.
Watch Fox 57 News.
Goes beyond the facts and gives you an inside look into stories impacting you.
We are keeping our students, our faculty and staff safe because they cannot learn in an environment where they do not feel safe.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
People are taking it to where the people are, and you're expecting people to walk miles to get to the food. That's not humane.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
When your comfort is at risk, who do you call?
At Kaminer Heating and Cooling, we'll never sell you something you don't need. You get clear options, transparent pricing with our straightforward pricing guide, and the final choice is always yours.
No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just honest answers.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Welcome back, folks, to Aftermath 60-14, Batesburg-Leesville over Pelion. And let's take a look at tonight's school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA. Always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Not stopping or trying to beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and license suspension. Paid for by NHTSA.
This is the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Well, this came with about 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Watch the quarterback sack from Tyler Wooden from behind. The scoop and the score coming up here from Jaden Millhouse. Bang! Ball's out, and it's a touchdown. You'll see it again right here. Millhouse is able to get in there and scoop that football up and take it in. That made it 24-0 Batesburg-Leesville, and they were on their way. You see Millhouse right there. He was on his way to a touchdown.
This is the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
And, of course, we do have a player of the game brought to you by, of course, Atkins Law Firm. When it comes to workers' comp, who you hire matters. Talk about this player, Joe. Special
Senior running back of Andre Wooden, 231 yards tonight on 21 carries, 2 touchdowns. He set the Batesburg-Leesville all-time rushing record here tonight. What can't this youngster do at the running back position? Saw greatness out of him tonight. Also, if you had a player 1A, you have to say Katie Witt, too.
Yes.
Man, we can't see some of his highlights, but I mean,
Batman and Robin
tonight was just fantastic. Boom, you see that dump truck right there
All
into the
time
first
big
half.
rusher.
He almost takes it to the house, but here's his second touchdown of the night, and he just sprints up the middle open. And this is where he set the record, by the way, on this touchdown early in the third quarter. Record belongs to Amadre Wooden. He's our player of the game.
Young man's going to be a special player. Should be on some all-star teams. Let's go down to Claire Foley and Coach Greg Lawson with a jubilant bunch of Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. Claire.
Coach, at half you told me that your team was having to adjust to what Pelion was doing defensively. A 60-point performance for your group here tonight. What allowed you to make those adjustments so smoothly?
Well, I think our kids just did a good job of adjusting to what they were doing. Our coaches did a great job. Got a great coaching staff. I feel very blessed, that God put me here. Got a great group of kids, and they just respond to whatever we teach them. They've done a good job of responding and learning what we're doing and making adjustments on the fly.
And a lot of significance in this win here tonight. 700th win all-time for Batesburg-Leesville. Amadre Wooden, now your school's all-time rushing leader. KD with 4 touchdowns tonight. What does that all mean to you?
I get emotional. And all I can say is, God has blessed me. So I'm very proud of these kids. And, it's something that you can, be proud of the rest of your life. And they'll be looking back on this when they're my age saying, you remember when.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Guys, presenting our newest winners of Sonic Friday Night Rivals, the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers.
Congratulations, Coach Lawson. You see emotional coach. He loves this program. He's thankful for his career. Thank you, Claire Foley. And shout out to Batesburg-Leesville on a huge win. They're going to be problems in the postseason. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here in the booth, Claire Foley on behalf of all my broadcasters, our outstanding crew. Thank you all for being with us. And let's thank some of our sponsors on the way out. Sonic, the title sponsor, Stewart Law Offices, South Carolina Army National Guard, MUSC Health, Canada Heating and Air, Atkins Law Firm, USC Sumter. I also want to thank Jim Hudson Automotive, Mike Ellis Mattress, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Joy Law Firm, Lexington Medical Center, Will LeGree Opportunity School, Richard Northeast Trophies, Brooklyn Casey at Airport. Next week, folks, our finale. It's a Thursday nighter, folks. Make a note. Thursday night, October 30th, Brooklyn Casey at Airport, the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. From all of us here, have a great sports week, and we see you next week on the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to the one I have in my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
At the Medical University of South Carolina, we're transforming heart and vascular care in the Midlands. With cutting-edge clinical trials and the latest diagnostic procedures, we ensure that every patient receives state-of-the-art care. We turn groundbreaking into life-saving. Because at MUSC, innovation is how we lead. Compassion is who we are.
Watch Fox Sports Zone is South Carolina's #1 sports leader for all sports coverage in the Midlands.
From your favorite South Carolina college teams
to your local high school matchups,
football, baseball,
basketball, soccer,
and so much more.
We take you straight to the sideline with interviews with coaches and players.
Plus, behind-the-scenes details to give you the latest on your local teams.
Watch Fox Sports Zone. Every sport, every season. Sponsored by Lexington Medical Center. What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.